Okay, we are live with the Ramblin man. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good. The sun
Good.
is shining in Britain, and all is good.
Oh, that's good. I have to see you released a new video recently where you're out. I like that you make when you make some of your vids out and about when you're going to feed the birds or going look or at least watching the birds. Or this last one you were at work. I like that. I like it. It's real casual, relaxing. Your videos are real relaxing.
Well, I hope so. Yeah, I thought it'd be good to show people where I work because I actually work in gardening. So the Ramblin man, I love the fresh air. I love walking the dog. I love going to see the ducks.
Yeah,
it's all great. It's all good.
I need to take my dog on a few more walks.
Yeah.
How is your dog doing? Made the thumbnail.
Well, he's doing all right. He's doing okay. He's actually out today with my daughter and my granddaughter. So he's having a lovely
Here's
time.
Rhea.
Rhea.
How are y'all?
Good. This is the pilot episode of International MME. We're giving it a shot. I thought no better host than Ramblin man to try this out.
Yay!
Host, that's going a bit too far, but there you go.
No, it's true. It's true. we need. You have a lot to offer even beyond the television Amico. I want your thoughts on all pop culture. You're a big music fan. What's that shirt you got on there?
This is Lost Smiths.
Yeah,
Ray will know it very well.
Yeah. So there's lots to offer. Thinking to give this series a shot with Ramblin man. Gracefully said he would give it a shot as well. So please support this series. And then in the future, we might have international mailbag, sort of like we do for members mailbag, where we put questions prepared for Ramblin man to answer. Panda
Okay.
Sub. Hey, Panda Sub. Just driving, saying hi. I don't want to die. Must keep my eyes on the road. Yes, be safe.
That's important, Panda.
Yes. Have you been playing any games lately? Watching anything? What have you been into lately, Rambo?
Well, we can finally, at last, legally watch Peacekeeper after.
Oh, that's right.
After about 3 months, yeah. So I don't feel so bad now, all right, because I can actually rewatch it properly.
Okay. No, do you have HBO Max now? Is that how?
No,
it's on something else.
That's on something else. It's a show by show deal with Sky, which is the biggest content provider over here. They haven't signed an exclusive with HBO Max, so I think it kind of says a lot that they didn't have any confidence in Peacemaker before the success in America, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you could finally watch it. Anything else how you like it?
I'm just I thought it was great. Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed the film. And I really James Gunn is a great director, so what's there not to like? It's great. And apart from that, no, I've just been playing a lot on my Xbox Game Pass. Haven't really bought anything new. I'm looking forward to Sniper Elite 5. That's coming out soon. That's a game I've played before.
Sniper Elite. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never played that one. I do also love Game Pass. It saved me a lot of funds. I'm trying to think of which. There's some great indie pixel games on there recently that
I tend to go for that kind of style. I don't tend to go for AAA. I'm too old to go for AAA titles.
Oh, really? Is that my problem too? I'm too old.
I'm way older than you are, so don't worry.
How
are you doing, Rhea?
Oh, I'm doing great. I just finished some laundry, and I'm just stoked to join y'all this afternoon.
Okay. I don't think I've ever used the phrase "I've just done some laundering and it's okay" or "I'm feeling good." Rhea,
I'm not like the smell of fresh linens.
Yeah.
It just releases a bunch of endorphins.
No, well, see, the way around that is to get a air freshener, one of those ones that you plug in. Yeah, fresh linen, get it all the time. No work involved, Rhea.
Let me see. Maybe we could look up some topics just to get our thoughts on it. See what's trending on the internet.
Well, talking to Game Pass, what does everybody think of Spartacus? I mean, you're a
Oh!
PlayStation girl.
Yeah.
A Switch and a PlayStation girl, Ray, aren't you?
I don't think she heard you.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
She was smelling the laundry, Max.
Yeah, no. I am mostly on my Switch, and I am subscribed to their higher tier Nintendo Switch Online service, which does include the new Mario Kart DLC, all of it that comes out in the next year, as well as access to their expanding library of Sega Genesis games, Nintendo 64 games, Nintendo NES games, SNES games. So yeah, it's a pretty decent value for, I think it was like maybe $40, $50 that I paid for the entire year. So that's like an upfront cost too. It's not like a monthly subscription like it was the previous year or like in previous years. But yeah, so the whole like Spartacus announcement is pretty is pretty interesting for me, because I have yet to have like a really good reason to want to purchase a PS5. Like I have the means to do so. I just like there's not enough, content on the platform or access to legacy content for me to, want to pick one up. And like access to legacy content is a big deal for me, whether it be through, a streaming service or a cloud-based service or whatever. Just like let me play past generation games on my current gen console so I can get the most value out of it. Yeah, that's where I feel like Sony is just sort of dropping the ball compared to like the Xbox. So yeah.
But are they, I don't know a huge amount, but are they putting day one releases on Spartacus like they do with Game Pass, or is it more historical
Max,
stuff?
Are you more?
Well, I hope so, but that really hasn't been announced yet. And even though I appreciate Sony, some of their tactics with, and even Nintendo. Well, this wasn't Nintendo; that was Square with the Chocobo Racing. Some of the recent offerings, like with Gran Turismo and Chocobo Racing, this is like very, very talking about microtransactions. I have a hard time believing that Sony is just going to do first party day one.
No,
but that's what's going to be the most interesting to see if they actually do that, because that's the only way I think they can compete at least some of their titles. Gran Turismo debacle is horrendous.
Yeah, I think they're dead in the water with it if they don't do day one releases, because it'll just be the difference between the two services will just be immense if they don't do that.
Or if they really go dive deep into their back catalog, will be the other way to help, like with what Ray was saying, because that's actually they've been lacking with the backwards compatibility since the PlayStation 4. They're like, nah, we're done.
Yeah, I mean that's something Game Pass could do better as well. Really, I mean there are a few Xbox titles on there, a few 360 titles on there, but mainly because there's a rare compilation that's on there, and so they've split up all 20 games off of that. But actually, when you look at it, apart from the EA stuff and that, there's not an awful lot of 360 games on there, and I'm sure they could do a lot better.
Yeah. Let me see here. Did you did see the Batman, Ramblin' Man?
Oh yeah, loved it. Yeah.
Okay. Did you happen to notice? Did you see the Joker scene? We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, I caught a bit of your stream last night. I mean, well, it's a great bit of marketing for the Batman 2, isn't it? And it might push those box office receipts up just that little bit further, I think.
Okay.
It's the only reason I think they released it, because I don't think it was ever after they shot it likely to be in the film for, I think the reasons everybody said. It's just too repetitive. It would have taken the shine away from the Riddler scene completely. So I think they did well to take it out. But it's great marketing for, I mean, what are they on now? About 620 million worldwide, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, that can't do any harm, can it?
Yeah.
But no, I thought they did. Sorry, Ray. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I was going to ask Ramblin. Do you like to speculate on box office for movies?
No.
Okay, because that's like a big deal for like a lot of us who stream together. Like we kind of, have some some gentleman bets around, like, was the Batman originally going to be
I'll
projected to make
I'll-
$1 billion or less?
Yeah. I'll speculate, but it won't affect my judgment on a film or how I like it or I don't like it, how I perceive it. I mean, I like an awful lot of weird indie movies. You'll be lucky if 1,000 people see it at a cinema, but they're some of my favorite films. So no, I could speculate it. I mean, I was going to say something about the upcoming Sony movie that everybody's talking about at the minute, and how well that's going to do. But I don't know if that really matters to the studio how Morbius does, because I think
Morbius.
I think it's more of a gateway into other things. I think they've made it on the cheap. It didn't cost a lot to make. Certainly nowhere near some of the money spent on Venom, for example. It seems to me it's going to be a gateway into a bigger universe, and they could probably afford to lose a bit of money along the way.
I actually think it's very significant, Morbius, because if they've been with Venom 2 and now they do this, like, if it fails, they're like, well, what are you guys doing here with this? It should expand the universe, like what they're able to do. But if it fails, all these other supplemental projects, they're like, I think they'll be second guessing. Honestly, like,
well, what would be failure in your opinion?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. Based on, I mean, I'd be surprised if it does well. I'm just speculating based on reactions that I've heard, and
yeah.
Do you mean like monetarily fail or critical failure?
Both. It's right now. It's facing both monetary and critical and audience failure as a bomb, like across the board. Especially since I think even if you're an average film, if you give a little fan service, you could get a little skate by a little bit better, both ways, monetarily and with perception. That might be a cheap thing to do. Like, people will get sick of all this fan service, but honestly, you could get away with more if you give a little love to the audience and building the universe, and building blocks. Like, okay, well, they're going to do something better down the line. But from what I've heard, is if the rumors are true, that's not even there. Like,
yeah, I think like for my own like excitement for the movie, it is sort of like wavering a little bit, especially with the rumor that like the marketing has been really misleading and there potentially may be expectations for certain characters, Michael Keaton, like, not potentially being the Vulture, which was dispelled by the director coming out and saying, yes, this is the same Vulture from previous Spider-Man movies, which, kind of, relaxed me a little bit. So I think that the studio caught on to like, the negative social media reaction to this rumor, as well as like the lack of fanfare for it. So they're going above and beyond to like be more expository in interviews to like set expectations for, no, this is taking place in the same like universe as Venom. And we know that Venom is also, parallel to existing MCU content. So there is like, potential down the road that they keep re-emphasizing, potential, introduction of additional villains, potential for introduction of new characters. So there's still, to your point, Max, banking on folks, going into this, expecting more content that they're already sort of like invested in with like Venom and then the MCU stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying about it. I don't think it needs to be a box office hit, right? Because we just talked about Peacemaker, right? I won't go to see it. I probably won't go and see it in the movies, but I will definitely catch up with it on streaming at some point. And I think that's where it'll find its home, streaming. And I think the more people see it on that, I mean, we've got to be positive about it, because they've been talking about Sinister Six and all sorts of movies in that universe for decades, literally since the first Tobey Maguire original Spider-Man. I think straight after the success of that, I saw something about the Sinister Six movie, etc., etc. We're so far down the line that to get Venom and Morbius, it's got to be a positive thing for anybody who likes that universe. It's got to be.
Totally. I just think that they were kind of in damage control mode, like the past week, because of like the negative reception towards that rumor. But yeah, I think that the rumors for a Sinister Six movie are definitely like still still viable in my opinion, especially because
Definitely.
like we have like reinvigorated interest in Andrew Garfield's portrayal of his Spider-Man, and it's not 100% clear if the Venom that we have with Tom Hardy is belongs to Andrew Garfield's universe or if it belongs to Tom. I don't think it belongs to Tom's, right? Because he actually was present in that universe at the end of No Way Home, spoiler, but then teleported back to his universe. So there's still sort of like that lingering expectation. Okay, yeah, this Venom belongs to Andrew Garfield. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like these are all puzzle pieces to kind of like for that are leading me to believe that, yeah, the Sinister Six movie may potentially happen, as well as hopefully like reintroducing Andrew Garfield into the next Venom movie, then setting that up for the Amazing Spider-Man 3, which would be what everyone, wants right now.
That was the best thing about that movie. It just highlighted what a great actor he is. And he is a great actor.
Oh yeah, he's wonderful.
He really is. And I think it was such a shame that they let him down with those two films, because they were pretty dreadful, to be honest. Even though I love Spider-Man, they weren't.
The first one was decent. The
first
second
one was okay, but I mean, the main villain. I love the guy who plays him. I can't remember it, but it was just quite weak, I thought. The second one especially. It was set up to be okay, but I think he deserves more. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Jeffrey Miller, OMG, OMG Ramblin, man. Decided to host a show. Wasn't expected to stream this early. Yeah, this is good for Ramblin, man. This is a good time for him.
Yay! Just to close the loop on what I mentioned about box office speculation, I believe like as long as a movie makes like 3x its production value, it's considered a hit, quote unquote, typically. So assuming that this is a lower budget movie, maybe like $80 to $100 million, I would have to check the Wikipedia or some other source of knowledge that would give me a rough estimate of that. But if it makes like 300, 400 million internationally, that's like green lighting, more of these, movies coming out.
And let's be honest, they haven't spent, I don't think they're going to spend a huge amount on marketing by the look of it. I mean, they pushed the director out in the last couple of weeks a lot.
Yes, exactly.
To try and hype it up a little bit and what have you, but marketing wise, I haven't seen anything really.
Yeah, just YouTube ads, and then there was that animated billboard in Italy that was really cool.
Oh, I didn't see that. No.
Oh yeah, I just saw it on Twitter. It's been going around.
So Panda Sub, Ramblin' Man super fan, says Andrew Garfield, best Spider-Man. If you disagree, better have a horse because I will just joust the F out of you. Wow.
Yeah, private joke.
Okay.
It's not what it sounds like either, right?
Okay. I agree. Andrew Garfield's my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I did to go further with that though. Yes, I would agree. The Sinister Six and possibilities in the future. It's just if you keep alluding to things and you never deliver, along with some other topics out there, you lose the consumer confidence.
Raise ears, literally.
If you keep alluding to things and it doesn't happen, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose the
this
viewers.
ear is like twitching a little bit.
Yeah. You're gonna lose the consumers. Like we've been promised. I think we're getting to a point where they keep talking about the Spider-Man universe with Sony. We're 2 movies in with Venom. Usually when the series, unless it's really, really profitable, you only get 3 movies. So we're still kind of like spinning our wheels with this Spider-Verse within Sony and not in the connection to the MCU. We're still like, okay, where are we? There's still not a lot of answers. Just like, we'll get to it. We'll tie it together somehow, and I just don't see it. I think that's why people are so upset right now, is because yes, the marketing, Amy Pascal, they've been like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do all these solo, but what does it mean? It just means like right now it doesn't really mean like it doesn't really think. I don't think they know what they're doing.
Well, from what I've read, the post-credit scenes are the one that are getting most of the criticism.
But they keep doing that. They keep putting post-credit scenes that don't really mean anything. Like, we'll get to it. We'll tie it together. That's where I'm frustrated. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I think like for me, this is sort of like what my criticism was with introducing so many like new concepts at once, like in the DCEU or DCU, whatever we want to call it these days, where I would
Careful, Rare. Careful.
Sorry if I'm misusing the terms, but yeah, like I'm just I would prefer this, slow pacing, strategic rollout of characters in their own standalone movies to get me interested and invested in them first, and then give me the team up movie, because otherwise I'm going to feel a little like overwhelmed and feel like, okay, who are these people that you're introducing me to all of a sudden? Granted, we did, see it be done successfully in Marvel in the past, where like an ensemble of characters were introduced, and we were able to connect with them, like with Guardians of the Galaxy, and we were introduced to some of the Avengers for the first time, I believe, in the first Avengers movie. So then that was a platform for them to spur out into their own movies. But yeah, no, I still feel like, this method that they're doing by introducing them in their own standalone movies first, albeit, not as fast as we would like to see it happen, is something that I can at least appreciate. Okay, like they're not haphazardly, reacting to, big box office receipts from Spider-Man. They're actually trying to, plan out the rollout and see how they're going to integrate the larger universe into the next film that they work on, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Yeah. Panda Sub says, I may or may not have worked on Spider-Man the musical, and that's where they are finally able to get to Sinister Six. It was terrible.
Well, if he ever worked on it, it would have been about 15 months to a year, 2 years late anyway, because that's how long it takes him to finish anything.
Was that the one with the U2 soundtrack?
Yeah, the one where they couldn't get they just couldn't get the technical stuff to work.
I think actually someone passed away too during the production of that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I'd actually like to see it now, because it's like if
they
have
on?
a YouTube. No, if they have a YouTube video of if someone has a video of it, I'd like to see what it's like. Hey Ashley.
I'm actually going to NYC next week. I'm pretty excited, and I'm thinking like, oh, should I like try and like squeeze in a Broadway show? Like, I was thinking of seeing like Beetlejuice, or I don't even know if it's still there. I would have to check, but I don't know if y'all have any recommendations or into Broadway like that.
Not in Broadway, don't know.
Well, Rhea, as you don't know, this madman. No, I don't. I'm not.
No worries. I'm just throwing that out there. I'll be on the East Coast.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it would be great to see it. I didn't know they had a Beetlejuice show.
They did back in like early 2020 when I was there last, before the pandemic fully rolled out. But yeah, I'm interested to see what else they have.
But is it as good as the Universal Studios Beetlejuice show that they put on all those years?
Oh, I've never even seen the Universal Studios show.
I don't think it's on anymore, but literally for about 20 years, it was really, really funny. And they do a different one at Halloween as well for their Halloween season. I think they still do that one.
Yeah.
But the guys they get to play them are really good. Really good.
Right now, Universal is like overrun with like Harry Potter stuff and Transformer stuff.
British,
yeah.
Goes without saying. He's our British superhero.
I've never heard him called that before.
Well, we haven't got any. Who else have we got? I mean, Brits play all the superheroes because obviously,
Yeah, that's
Garfield. Let's go with the Spider-Verse universe. Even some of the best. Some of the best
Star
villains.
Wars and
Henry Cavill is from the UK as well, right?
He certainly is. Yeah.
Yeah, I went.
Superman. Yeah.
Can't get any bigger or better than Superman, surely.
Yeah.
We got Batman. We got Superman.
Yeah.
Either from the UK or from Australia, New Zealand. Yeah. Next story, Max.
Oh, okay. Yes, I was trying to think. Do you have any thoughts on the Halo show? Because that's what people are talking about now, Ramblin.
I'm willing to give it a shot. I mean, I don't like what I see.
Oh, you don't? You don't? Okay.
No,
that's right.
I'd hate to think Jeremy was right on anything, but he might.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
But I mean, if you throw enough stuff at the wall, some of it is gonna stick eventually, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he may well have got this right, I guess. It doesn't look great, but I'll give it a go. That's if it gets a British release, of course. I don't know whether it will because, again, it's on a was it Paramount?
Paramount Plus. I have it because of Star Trek.
We don't have that.
I still have to catch up on Discovery and Picard and all that.
Well, all of that is on Prime over here.
Oh, okay.
So that's a good sign. Then we might get it, which is good.
Yeah, that's how I have it as an add-on channel on my Prime though, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't have that. To be fair, with Sky, which is the main provider, we don't have anywhere near as many streaming services as you guys. Netflix, yeah, Prime, yeah, a couple of others. But unless it goes through one of the big three, we probably won't get to see it.
Little movie perp. The opening action scene is really well done. Oh, we're talking about Halo. Yes, way gorier than I thought it would be. Yes, it's pretty violent. This is the way I can like it. I can like it because it's interesting sci-fi. My personal opinion, I don't really think it's a great Halo or Master Chief series yet. You know, there's cool scenes in there that are like Easter eggs to Halo fans, but it's not really pushing the envelope for Master Chief.
Which is great if you've got an IP that may last, but
yeah,
you've got to really bang. You've got to bang the first series out, haven't you?
To succeed, you have to really say, like, just like Pattinson. Most people, I mean, he has critics out there. That's Batman, you know. That's really cool. Yeah. You want them to say, "Oh, that's Master Chief," you know. And I don't feel that yet. Just
going back to that, were you surprised about his performance in the movie? How good it was?
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
Oh no,
there was a lot of hate before people saw the movie.
No. I've been on board when I've been on board for most choices. Like the only one that I was like was because I've been following the Batman series forever was George Clooney. I was like, okay, but all the other ones I was excited about. Christian Bale, I was a huge Bale fan back in the day. Now I've kind of lost my love of him. I think he's a good actor, but I kind of get annoyed with him a little bit because I feel like he phones it in sometimes.
You cannot diss that man because
he
only lives about 20 miles away from where I live.
Well,
he lives in England. He married a lovely English girl. He lives 20 miles away from me.
Okay.
He's all good.
I think he's an amazing
actor. He got
paid,
and he's a good actor.
He's a good actor when he wants to be, but I think he loses it. I think the other problem is some actors want to challenge themselves every time. Yeah. So the status quo, just do a role is not very rewarding for them. I think my subjective opinion of them. So franchise properties, he loses interest in.
Oh, definitely. It was a one and done deal with him there, wasn't it? You know. Mm-hmm. I don't think there was ever any. I don't think even on his side there was ever any possibility he was going to do another movie. Mm-hmm. But yeah, go back to Halo. Yeah, I mean, I think if it doesn't, I mean, we wouldn't be talking about this if they'd have again going back to the the Spider-Verse, right? How many years ago was it when Peter Jackson was supposed to be making a movie? Was it? I think he was making a movie to begin with, and then it went to a series. Sorry, going back to Halo. Yeah. Peter Jackson was supposed to do the original movie and TV series. We wouldn't even be having this conversation now if that's the route it had gone down 10 years ago. But
here's another fan, E King.
King
is an awesome fella. Yeah, make sure to like the video, and we'll try to have another segment for next time. Ramblin' Man said he likes the idea of a mailbag, international mailbag. Leave some questions for him.
You've got to watch E King. All of his comments from my section get withheld. He's a bit naughty, so you've got to.
E King.
I have no idea why. He never says anything untoward, but apparently YouTube doesn't like him.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a member here, so we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, is it? I think I know who he is anyway.
Okay. He was gonna.
He's been around a bit. He's been around in a few guises. Let's put it that way. He likes to keep everybody on their toes.
Yes, I'm
my favorite.
He can confirm or deny that if he wants.
I think my favorite has been Daoshin Yeah. Whenever he pops up, I
He's
like
mad.
immediately know who he is.
Yeah. Yeah. How many water counts has he got?
Like I can't. I don't have enough fingers to count.
No, exactly. But whatever one he's on, he's fun.
Yes.
He definitely is. Yeah.
Oh, here's a little movie perp. Yeah, thanks, little movie perp. Jackson got Neil Blomkamp to direct as a debut. It got canned mid-production. They had some props and ended up using Halo guns for District 9. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that part. That's interesting. I like.
I've heard that as a rumor. Yeah, but that's good that it's like confirmed. But good, because District 9 is a fantastic film, brilliant film. He's never got near it since, unfortunately. But there you go.
Well, I didn't mind the other films. Elysium,
they're okay,
Chappie.
But when that's your debut movie and it was done on a shoestring budget to produce a film like that.
Well, I hope they do make the sequel or talk.
I'm not sure. Well, really, I don't know if it needs to go there, to be honest.
Well, I want him to.
You could revisit the universe
to be back into the his star has waned a little bit in the public perception.
Well, did you watch Chappie?
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
Yeah,
I missed that one.
But that's set in the same kind of universe, isn't it? Yeah. So it was okay. Again, but he did both times he did a short movie before he made the real thing, and I think you can still find the Chappie short film on YouTube. It's a lot better, unfortunately.
Degrassi says, might Peter Jackson revive Robert Zemeckis aboard Yellow Submarine?
Oh, well, that would be a great idea.
I don't know that.
There were quite that got very close from what I can gather, because I follow quite a few people that were lined up to do the voices, and it got to the stage where no, E-King, I won't be commenting on Zack Snyder unless anybody asks me. Yeah, it got really close. It just didn't take off for whatever reason. But some of the talent they had doing the voices were great. So hopefully it will.
Oh, not Zack Snyder? Any thoughts at all? You like Sucker Punch?
Oh yeah, no. I know you don't like Sucker Punch because you commented after me.
Listen, I allow hot takes.
I really wish I'd have known you.
Listen, I'm a Zack Snyder super fan, but this is your show, so I'm no censorship.
Well, I've never begged to be on a show ever, right? But when I saw that, I thought, I really wish you'd have known my hatred for that film, because I'd have loved to have been on that. Well, I can't believe you chose it. I know you like to pick.
Original Seed picked it for some reason. For some reason.
Wow. I mean, I really loved your Warriors one that you did. I mean, that was absolutely fantastic. I mean, but that's worth talking about. But
yes.
Honestly, Max.
Well, I mean, it's not my favorite, but I think it's in there.
You've kind of got.
You didn't see the director's cut, though.
Oh, you mean the extended cut?
There's an extended cut.
There's not.
Right, there's no director's cut at the moment.
It's extended cut. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no director's cut, surely.
What about the rest of Zack Snyder, though? What about the Snyder cut? Oh no, we're gonna have to rethink this partnership, Ramblin Man. You don't like the Snyder? I don't. How did this get past me? I thought that was on the application.
No.
Do you like the Snyder cut?
I think E-King must really. Well, I know he. I know he watches a lot of my videos.
E-King. Thank you for giving me a heads up on this, Ramblin' Man. Now I know. Go ahead.
Well, I think I said on my live stream, I like 300.
That's it.
I thought I don't like his DCU stuff. No, I don't.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. I could go into why, but I don't really want to.
I can't.
I mean, he's capable of doing.
I think I'm gonna see my. Oh. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you got something to say left. Sorry. No, I think I said on my live. Well, I mentioned BVS. I think on the one live I did with you, and the chat went a bit mad after I mentioned it. So I didn't go down that route anymore. But
no, it's there's a lot of people.
I thought the Man of Steel. I thought the Man of Steel had real promise, but I thought the first 20 minutes was hysterical. I mean, that Superman lore, nah, not for me.
Okay.
I much prefer, the original lore from the original. I'm only talking about movies here, right? And I just thought the last 20 minutes was just porn, wasn't it? Really, for people who like to see destruction, mayhem, and terror. That's all it was.
What do you think about like the perception or interpretation of the movie being like this girl coping with, just her horrific, reality by, dissociating so hard into like a second realm of fantasy in order to escape it? What do you think about that?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, there are some promising parts, to a lot of his work, right? I'm not dissing the guy. I just don't like I'd much prefer the director's cut, right? But I don't think you need a 4.5 hour film. I think that was too long. I think, I preferred, his most recent Snyder cut, but I do think it was still. It's very self-indulgent, wasn't it? Let's just put it that way, right? To be kind, it was quite self-indulgent. But I'm happy that people enjoyed it. I'm not one of these people who doesn't like something and says, even when we're talking about our favorite topic, you go ahead and enjoy yourself. I'll have my opinion. That's it. Good.
Yeah. I respect other opinions. I am shocked at how much people do not like the Snyder DC movies, though. But they generally just don't like it. I wouldn't
say I dislike them, right? But I don't see why people have been invested so much in that universe personally. That's all. Yeah. But they're not the worst of movies, and they're not the worst of superhero movies. There's been a lot worse, but they're just not my favorite.
Anything in music that we could talk about? I know you and Rhea share a love of old school music. Is there any path forward like with new music? Do you enjoy anything new, or is it just never as good as it used to be?
Well, 53. I've been and seen a lot, and a lot of what comes out is derivative slightly, but that doesn't mean to say you can't enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, I've got Deezer, I've got Apple Music. It's the easiest way to keep up to date with stuff. But yeah, there are quite a few bands. I mean, quite a few new bands that I've touted for on Twitter. That DC Fontaines is my favorite.
They're current bands like releasing stuff.
Yeah, DC Fontaines. Yeah, they were a young Irish band. They're what U2 could have been if they hadn't sold their soul to the devil.
Oh, I like U2. I've seen them a bunch.
Yeah, Ramblin hum. Yeah. I used to love U2, and then
explain this. Your love of U2 is gone. It's not what it used to be, at least.
Well, I'm a big Joy Division fan.
Yeah,
and they were actually in the studio while Joy Division made their first album, Unknown Pleasures. They were actually there in the studio.
U2 was.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Straight after that, they hired their producer for their first ever song. Well, not their first ever song, but one of their first ever singles, which is 11 O'Clock TikTok. And they were really quite. If you listen to their early stuff, it's quite raw. It's quite post-punk. I really enjoyed them. And then we got into Rattle and Hum. I don't even know what that was about. There's so much to celebrate in Irish music. I don't know why they had to have something. I mean, it was self-indulgent. Massive movie that nobody went to see. An album
I love that movie.
Do you?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun exploring different types of music.
Oh man, I literally had in my I had a white wall and stenciled out U2 in red paint. That's how much I loved them, and I just lost interest along the way. They went from playing 3-minute songs to 15-minute. It was almost like prog rock. It's like no. But no, DC Fontaines is my favorite at the moment. Or the Idols. DC Fontaines, young Irish band. I think it's their third album now. They're absolutely fantastic. Great live. And so I'd never diss music at all unless I've seen them live, because there's so many bands that I was, and then when you see them live, you just get it. it just clicks with you straight away. But they're great live. The Idols is another British post sort of punky band. They've got a tour coming up over there. So yeah, they're pretty new. I don't know what do you classify as new? I don't really know. To be fair.
Made within the last decade.
I don't listen to the top 40 anymore. No.
I mean, not like bands that have resurfaced, but newer bands. That you think are real quality. They don't even produce albums anymore. That aren't just singles or something.
Oh no, they both got albums. They both play live prolifically. I think they're both doing some sort of big American festivals this year. I know DC Fontaine's are. I'm pretty sure the Idols are. So check them out.
Yes, it is.
I listen to a load of weird and obscure electronic music as well. So not something that you would particularly favor, I wouldn't have thought, unless you're weird. You'd be
surprised. I like a wide range of music.
Well, I think we should leave this for a Raya stream. I don't want to give too many secrets away.
Oh, okay. Raya's got the exclusive. Raya has the exclusives for Ramblin. There's Saggy.
Yeah. But no, check those two out. Those are new. At the moment, the sun's shining, so Raya will probably tell you I'm uploading a load of hip hop tracks and some reggae tracks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dilated Peoples is coming later. I love Dilated People. So once I'm off of here, I've got to pick my son up, and then I'm just going to blast a load of tunes out for the rest of the evening and really annoy my neighbours.
Raya, have you been enjoying any new music lately? That's like newer, that's fresh. I know you have such a affinity for the classics, but is there anything that you're like, oh, this is interesting, this is new?
I usually get new music recommendations from like YouTube or Apple Music, recommending them to me from their curated list that they have on the app. So yeah, mostly like hip hop, R&B music. I also am on Instagram a lot and reposted TikToks. I tend to Shazam those and then look up the track. So I'm really big into like R&B and hip hop music from like the last 20-30 years or so, and some like disco music and R&B music from the 80s as well, but like newer stuff. Just to give you an idea, that's kind of where I get my my newer stuff. Like artists like HER. You've probably seen her name floating around, and let's see, Lizzo, she's pretty entertaining. Let's see, Willow Smith, Willow, yeah, she's also up and coming that I also really like. Let me see who else. I'm also sort of like blanking out off the top of my head, but Adele's new stuff is also pretty good. I like her a lot. Let's see.
Degrassi's coming up with some.
Degrassi's got Handsome Boy Modeling School with it. I'm sure nobody's ever heard of apart from me.
I've heard of them.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
I have a harder time discovering like newer like indie bands like from like the 2020s, for example. I'm just a little like mentally like apprehensive to get into newer rock music than I am with like newer hip hop and R&B for some reason. Like I just go back to my 2000s and 2010s bands that I love most of the time, like Block Party, Arctic Monkeys, Interpol, just off the top of my head.
I like Interpol.
Those folks.
I saw them a few times.
Yeah, I love Interpol. So like basically like the
I actually saw them when you saw you too.
Were they touring together?
Interpol.
Were they touring together?
A few years ago, yeah.
Wow, well, I would have never imagined they tour together.
To be fair, U2 have a lot of really cool support acts. Really cool. I'll give them that, right? They do put quite a lot of obscure stuff on there to help young bands out. And old bands. I went to see U2. They had their own little festival, and they had it's the one and only time I ever got to see the Ramones was at a U2 gig.
Wow.
So YouTube have done me a lot of favors, so I just don't like them much anymore. I like the odd bits and pieces here and there.
I think
Yes,
I think they're more a
agree.
mixed bag than they used to be. Like they have some really good stuff in there, but there's a lot of fluff, like a lot of like, you know. But I do like that they try different things. There's some great songs on their current stuff too. You just have to search for it.
I mean, they're very innovative.
It's not as an experience like it used to be. Like one of my favorite songs, you know, don't. Stuck in a Moment. That's a really great song.
It is a good song. I mean, Acting Baby is a great album. That's the last great album they did. But they've done a lot of things. They're very innovative. I mean, they were one of the first rock bands to have live dance DJs, and weren't the first to get sort of dance remixes. But I mean, Paul Oakenfold that did a lot of their dance mixes. They take him on tour quite a lot, and he DJs in between. So they're really open. They're very they're very open.
They still never recovered from that free album on Apple. Like I think
I made fun of them the other night.
No, I think
I'm like, they just took up a whole chunk of my memory on my phone.
No, I think that's really they really haven't recaptured their presence in mainstream since then. It's really weird. Like they did that, and they're like they did actually get back. Like I don't want U2 on my phone. I didn't consent to this. You know, they haven't recovered since that. I was happy because I'm a fan, but I didn't have to, you know, I still didn't buy that album. I still have it on my iPhone. It's the only album I have on my iPhone. I use Pandora and I have that as the album on my iPhone.
Well, E. King's asked you a good question. About
overrated.
Music, I
the
can't
Beatles.
say either. Oh,
I'm not like the biggest Beatles fan. Like I acknowledge their contributions to music, but I would rather listen to another band.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What about Floyd?
Floyd. I'm not too knowledgeable on them other than like The Wall and what's their other band? What is the name of that album with the prism and the light shooting from it?
Come on, Raya.
Oh my God.
Nobody's going to help you out with that.
Like the one album everyone has a
Days. I think Days talked about it on his live stream.
Raya. I know what you're talking about. I forget too. Don't worry. Yeah. I have bad memory as well. I'm not gonna help you out. You've got to think for yourselves on this one.
Okay.
So I think it's probably one of the top 5 selling albums of all time.
This is embarrassing.
Okay. Dark Side of the Moon. There you go.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So
thank you.
So Dave was talking about that on his live stream the other day because there is this theory, and it works that if you start that album at a certain point while you're watching The Wizard of Oz, that it's a soundtrack for The Wizard of Oz. That they actually did.
I remember y'all talking about that.
It does work really weirdly. It really works. It's better if you're a little bit, inebriated or what have you, right? Or under the influence. Well put. But they didn't do it for that. It wasn't done like that. It's just a happy coincidence. I think they've always denied it completely.
Oh, one thing. Newer music. I totally now that my brain is working again. Tommy Amico is one of my favorite new rock artists. Like he's a young up and comer. You might have heard of him.
I should have worn the shirt.
Oh, I know, missed opportunity.
Listen, if he's watching,
I will admit this, not to bring the Miko back in the conversation, but
do it.
I am not a fan of this critic that much, but I respect his opinions, and his music is catchy as hell. So I'm not like a huge fan of his commentary on the Miko, but I'm trying to give him props though. Even with that said, I really enjoy his, especially, and I really hate to say this, Tony's theme song. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's a banger for sure.
I'm so jealous of Tony with that. There's 2 things I'm jealous of Tony about. He has the Amico show, and he's got a kick-ass theme song. Screw you, Tony. No, I'm just kidding.
I just got to mention the higher purpose there. Who's my YouTube patron saint?
Yes, I understand.
Juice World is the best, he says.
Well, we all, lots of people on the internet are a-holes sometimes.
Juice World is was very talented. Yeah.
he's good.
But I also really
he
like
listens to it a
DJC's
lot.
music as well. There's some great music that comes out, great friendships, great music that have come out of. I've gained some real amigos talking about the Amico, and I'll at least have that.
Oh.
Yes,
You
I
sound like
agree.
a certain other Amico contributor. Please don't go down that route.
No. I
hope that's a parody of somebody else.
No, I know. No, but I feel it. I'll be real to give a little. I'm very conflicted on even talking about the Amico because
you don't have to.
No. You can. I'm saying it's hard for me because yes, I do care about people's investors, funds, and everything too, and I cannot honestly point people in that direction to even pre-order now, and that makes me sad to say that I can't even tell them to get into the Amico content. Like I think I had some influence with Rhea, Saggy, and some other people get interested in Amiga, and I would not tell anyone.
We're all adults, you know. We made
no. I mean,
our beds and laid in them.
At this time, I can't even say it's a subject.
Booth is always open.
No, but I'm saying I can't feel comfortable even telling people to get into the community right now. It's like I don't know what to say about it.
We need to start shilling the Evercade. That's what we need to be doing. We need to work on that content you and I have in the pipeline. You know, those little mini reviews, impressions. You know.
Have you not seen how many people are shilling for the Evercade right now?
That's why we need to get on this gravy train along with them.
You need to get on the bandwagon quickly.
Saggy said, I met Ramblin because he made a parody video about me, and it was a good song and a funny diss on me. Yeah. I was making a live stream about you and Dazed, and Rhea was like, Max, these are good people, Max. I don't like what you're doing. And I was like, okay.
Trigger warning for any Amico haters. Me and Saggy get on well together. I did make a I didn't tag her in. I don't tag people in when I do it. I don't try.
Man.
I don't try and do any of that stuff. But she found it organically, Max.
Yeah,
keyword there,
organic. Yes,
yeah,
I want some more.
I love this tagline you invented, trolled and triggered, from your last video. I was dying.
For me.
Yes.
So she found it, came on, and then she came on to something else, and she was seeing me being trolled in real life, you know, in real time, and she was a really good sport about it. And you know, it triggers certain people in my community, but I don't care. I love Saggy. There you go. I'm simping for Saggy.
Sometimes I give people too much, benefit of the doubt.
But yeah. I mean, Well, we found each other somehow. Let's put it that way, Max. We won't go into.
Well, you said Smad Max, and I was like, I gotta watch this, and I didn't watch it ahead of time. I react, and I loved it. Then I watched it later because I think everyone stopped me. I was trying to react.
Well, right. I criticized the fact that you had yourself at the beginning when you were talking to people, and people were mentioning your name like Ian and Pat. And I said, "Oh, you're a narcissist, this, that, and the other." And you took that down for a hell of a long time after I said that. I don't know if that had an effect, but then you put it back up again later on.
Oh, I like the intro because it shows my whole path on YouTube. I've had a lot of weird interactions.
You did take it down after I said about it, though. Yeah. So I'm taking that as a win, a really short win.
Oh,
I just pinged it to her.
Oh, okay, good. Pink Floyd. I don't know if Pink Floyd's over here.
Yeah, like for me, it was like, okay, so like a few months ago when I was still like sort of like still kind of new to like YouTube and not really like understanding how communities work and stuff, I was kind of off put about like hearing my name like from strangers' mouths, but I've kind of gotten over that a little bit. It's still sort of weird sometimes, but I just don't go looking for it, So I don't know if it's fun and lighthearted or whatever, I'll watch it. But most of the time I'm like, oh, I'm getting kind of anxiety from this, so I'm just gonna avoid it. But
yeah.
Talking of anxiety, here she is.
No, well, no, I haven't officially gotten to really talk to you, and it's like I wanted to say hi because we did have a very interesting story, like an interesting journey with the whole Amico thing, and regardless of it, and this is why I keep been saying like I care. I hope it succeeds, but I'm not going to be that bent out of shape if it doesn't, because I've made so many genuine connections with people on both sides of the argument, right? And I can take away from that. You know, that's what I'm going to take away. Like, people can be mad, say I supported, promoted a scam, whatever. It's like, I didn't. I was just talking, having conversation with people, and I met like the Ramblin Man. And he originally, when I met him, like we said, you know, he made a diss video on me.
It wasn't a diss.
It was a diss, but it was hilarious. And I was like, I liked the song choice. I liked the pictures he used that went with the music. And I was laughing. I was like, I can't hate this guy because he made me laugh. And I was like, and then I saw people like, you know, the same trolls that would mess with me, they're now like messing with him. And I'm like, well, this is counterproductive. So I defended him in the comment section. I was like, leave this man alone. Like, he has a right, like everybody else, to make content and express himself and his opinions on the Amico. And if you don't like it, too bad. Like, stop harassing him. And that's how we kind of bonded, because I'm like, I was starting to see, like, it isn't just the pro Amico side getting crapped on. It's also the anti Amico side getting crapped on. When I started seeing Ramblin Man, just a guy who made innocent videos, like innocent videos, in my opinion, like, get out of here. And then I like loved him. And I'm like, he's been a really, really positive person to talk to about the Amico stuff, as far as the perspective on the other side. And he doesn't attack me when I disagree. And that's what I love about him. You know, that's what it should be. The conversation should be civilized. And Ramblin Man has always been that person. So I just wish, you know, I had met him sooner when all this stuff was going on, because then maybe my content, how I, you know, my thoughts on everything would have been presented differently. But yeah, I'm happy that I met the Ramblin Man.
Well, but vice versa, all of you. I mean, I said it on one of my streams. It's really funny, but the people who reached out to me more than anybody are the people on the other side. Strangely enough. So
you actually care.
Let's not go there. You know, Panda's been really supportive of me. We get on really, really well. I mean, I get on really well with people on both sides. I just seem to have pissed a few people off.
It happens, but you've never pissed me off. I think it's because I know you now. So it's like, we know each other now. So I think when you tweet something, right? Like when you tag me about the cult thing or the unboxing thing like that, right? I wasn't mad at you. I thought it was funny because I know your humor. So I'm not taking it as you're being a dick or you're attacking. You're just making a joke. So I understand you better.
Yeah. But I've said before, it's just the British mentality and humor. We take the piss out of everybody and everyone and everything. Members of the family, friends. We're always ribbing on each other, you know. And that's all it was. That's all it ever is on one of my videos. A gentle dig, unless somebody takes a pop at me, which unfortunately a couple of them have, and have taken to me really the wrong way. I'm willing to reach out to anybody, but people have blocked me without me even typing one word into their comment section or their Twitter. And I'm like, okay. But you've not reached out to me. Reach out to me first and say you're an arsehole. What have you got to say? And I'll answer you back. We'll have a conversation about why I'm an arsehole. I think even when you were in that troll, I was trying to engage with him. When you were defending me against that troll, I was genuinely trying to engage with him. And I actually said, "Don't worry about it. Say it's fine." And you went, "No, it's not fine." And you got involved.
I hate seeing that stuff, because I'm like, you know, it's when you're dealing with culture wars, and let's be real, we can consider Amico a culture war, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
The thing that always happens is you have two sides, right? And then both sides will use the same tactics on each other, then claim that they're the better people. And I'm like, if you're trying to make a point to somebody, don't attack them the way that their side has attacked us. That's not the way it should be done. So when I saw it, I'm like, that's not what we do, dude. If you're trying to reach out to these people and convince them anything, you don't approach them with a fist. You open your hand and extend it to have a conversation. But what I saw happen to you in particular were people throwing fists at you just because you were making videos about like me and stuff. And I'm like, first of all, I don't want y'all white knighting for me. I can handle it myself. And what did I do? I was like, hey, I like the song choice and the video was funny. That was and that's generally how I felt. But then you have people, oh, well, this guy is this. And like, no, he's not. He has his opinion and he's expressing it in his way. Like, leave him alone. It's not that deep for me, so it shouldn't be that deep for you. And then me and him got to
definitely not that deep for me.
Right. And you got to know each other, and we're like, this all is just crazy, right? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, people are nuts on the internet, right? Yeah. And then we're like,
we do have a gossip occasionally about people on both sides, to be fair.
Yeah, we do. It's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. We have a very fun relationship, me and Rambling Man. But I've never got to like actually talk to him like this.
No.
So I'm kind of.
But you've never invited me on. You've never invited me on.
I get that a lot, but you know what it is? Like when I have guests.
I'm joking, Saggy. I'm joking.
But no, everyone tells me that. I'm like, listen, when I have guests on my panel, it means I don't pay attention to the chat as much, and I hate doing that because then I miss all the comments from people. Like if Rhea comes in, I'll miss her coming in, so I don't get to say hi to her right away.
Oh,
you
never miss Rhea. You never miss
Rhea.
Invite
you to his show, MME International.
No, but like I will say that to Saggy's points, if anytime like she is caught up in the panel talking, then the chat will just like go nuts, and then there'll be a bunch of people like arguing or trolls and stuff like that, and then mods will be like, I don't know what to do, and so then it does help like when Saggy is like able to make that executive call.
Yeah, my mods usually don't know what to do because they usually know like
so I'm just like, do you want to acknowledge this person or not? Like I don't know.
But it is hard because some people that are really great with me and are nice and seem genuine people. I mean, I had an accident recently, and a lot of them sent good messages and etc. And then I see them talking about Panda or you or somebody else I speak to, and it's it's difficult. And I have, as you know, I have banned a few people for going over the top, but it's not something I want to do. I'm not into cancel culture. But.
I appreciate it because, like, I know, like, you and Potion, you guys hang in those circles of people who like badmouth us a lot, and I'm not. I don't guilt by association like that, so I don't care that they talk smack about me. What I do care is when some of them, and you know who I'm talking about, go a little above and beyond, like trying to like look into us personally to try to find dirt on us and stuff like that. Stuff gets weird. So I don't want anyone, and I say this for any of the people on the anti-Amico side that I'm cordial with, like I love you all, like I've gotten to know you and I generally do care about you as people, but like please don't feel like you have to defend me if you like those people. What I do when people talk shit to me about my friends, I'm just like, I don't care. That's your problem. Like I don't care. That's your problem.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I think the thing is people know, accept. I don't get it in my comment section at all. If you look at my comment section, I get very little hate. Very little hate. It's all positive and positive. But then I'll see the same guy. I'll see the same guys in other places, and I'm like, but
Oh, I see them too, and I just crack.
It is what it is. I can't.
I'm like, I barely talk Amico, and they're still talking about me. I'm like,
but you did. But both of you don't like talking about the Amico. Did jump on a live the evening of the unboxing though. What was it, Rare? What was the catch line for my last video?
Okay, wait.
Trolled and triggered.
Wait.
You were 100% trolled and triggered on
that. Max was covering it, and I had just woken up. I didn't know how fast people were just streaming about it. So Max sent me a link. Terrible. When he was talking about it, and I hopped on. That was it. I just had woken up, and I was like, "Oh, they made a video," and I immediately I literally just woke up when they dropped the video. It was like 30 seconds they dropped the video, and I just liked it.
I think you talked about it for 5 minutes, got bored, and
no, I love the unboxing, but it raises too many questions in isolation. The video on its own. King did send a super chat for $2.
Oh, wow.
Ramblin. Please explain the Amico unboxing to Saggy Melons.
What do you mean? Somebody unboxed a box.
Unboxed box. Yeah.
No censorship. Say what you want to say, Ramblin. No.
Well, I think the main point to this is what did it? Even if it had been the greatest video in the world, right? Which it wasn't, King. I'll save that for my channel. Though.
Pimping your channel. Okay.
Even if it had been the greatest thing since sliced bread, how far has it moved that console from release forward? How much?
It hasn't moved it at all.
Nope.
For me, it was great. It was great.
Yeah, but in terms of what is the ultimate goal for this thing? What's the ultimate goal for you, Max? To play it?
I would love to. I want that box.
You still got your pre-order. You still want the box. You still want the machine.
Yeah.
Right. So how did that video help? Didn't
It
it
wasn't
just
meant
didn't.
one of
to
their
help
best
them.
videos. It's one of their best videos.
And that's what really annoys me about this whole situation. That wasn't meant to help anybody but them, right? It's kept the light on a little bit longer for them, which is fine. But whatever you think of the video, nothing that they are doing is moving this forward. I mean, when I got involved a year ago, there's no way in hell that I thought we'd still be talking about it. It was one video, done and dust. I don't think anybody represents what I've got to say about it, because I was as big as an old school television fan as anybody on your side. Anybody, I'll fight them, right? I'll fight them. And it disappointed me, and I thought that's it. But a year down the line, and we haven't gone forward.
I do think it proved that there is a great product in there. It needs to. I think there is a great product in there, but it needs to be executed and delivered. That's all.
I mean, I don't know the business aspect of it. I personally feel like looking back at everything, that maybe they kind of, jumped everything a little too fast. But I understand they were trying to get investors, so that's why they did the videos and stuff, kind of just to like say, hey, we got this product and stuff. But I feel like there were some things that they should have waited on to announce or to say that, oh, hey, we got this coming, like until everything was finalized, or if they were further along in the process where there wasn't going to be like hiccups. I think the hiccups that they had to deal with is probably the thing that made people consider them scamming or lying. It's like, I mean, they announced things when they probably shouldn't have, until they had things officially ready to be announced. And I think that's maybe where they slipped up, is like, a lot of games are things that they said that they were going to get. Then later on, they're like, yeah, we're not getting it. It's like, maybe you should have waited to announce it until you were 100% sure that this was going through. And then now, because people are going to say, oh, well, you lied. It's like, I don't consider it a lie. I consider it they jumped the gun.
So when I pre-ordered off the back of every single Intellivision game that the company owned would be packaged into the console on release, so I could play every single game that I ever played as a young man on a brand new system, HDMI, better controllers than we had. Tommy said himself, every single game will be available. And now we're not even at the stage where one of those original games appears to be coming out on day and date release. Now, forget all the, it's not for me and it's not for you and it's for somebody else. That's a lie. The last video that John Alvarado was on, the free game that everybody gets on their birthday. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
E-King,
how
before
much
you send any more super chat, I appreciate the support. I'm going to have to do an update tomorrow on this whole thing, because I got new info and I have to really reevaluate. So please don't send super chats until I figure it out, and I might have to refund some super chats too, because I have to figure this out.
Max, relax. I know what you talk about. Relax. It's fine.
Max, you haven't got any secret information, have you?
No.
I mean, that would be unreal if you've been told something.
No. I'm just
before investors.
I'll talk about it off air.
Oh, Max, no. You definitely haven't got any secret information. You've not been told anything.
But thank you. Thumbs up for Ramblin.
It's not Amico related.
Is it not? Okay.
No. Okay.
It's not Amico related. I know he's talking about, but no. It's...
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that off air.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. Can I go and get a bottle of bourbon or something?
I would love if they're both up for it. No pressure. Ramblin versus Saggy Amico.
Oh no, there's no verses. I can't verse somebody I actually like.
You can forget about it. I'll put up a
I'm
horrible avatar or something. I don't know.
Because here's the thing.
Who do you dislike this week? Who's your worst nightmare this week?
Potion Sword Run.
No.
I'm getting tired of him doing the ... Because of him, I don't.
No, you're not. You're
anymore.
First there every time. What are you talking about?
I realize I have to rethink how I type now. Because
I know, it's mad.
The last one he did, where I had so many emojis, and he said every single one, I was like, I gotta stop typing so many emojis, because if he reads it, I'm gonna just sit there. I was cringing the whole time, like. Oh, he's like, crying face emoji, crying face emoji, crying face, like 7 times. And I was like, Okay, I need to stop typing like this if I'm going to be in his videos.
Well, I don't know if you noticed on my Twitter, I use GIFs way more than I ever did because he can't replicate that on camera. So I just say it's a GIF. Yeah, not a lot. He doesn't do it a lot. And the ones I'm in, I'm really random. I just stumbled into the conversation.
I love his videos, though. I love what some of y'all have done with the drama involving the Amico, right? Because, like, some of us, you know, we'd
be lying if we said we didn't watch. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not being funny. That's another thing. Your side is so dry. Oh, my God. Do you not think?
What? I mean, no, he's got a he's got a point.
Company accepted. Oh, but
he's got a point because
no sense for humor. Really
right,
isn't.
like we talk about the Amico, but we don't do it in a creative way like Potion does or Ramblin has done or even Tommy Oyamiko has done.
But
like
you don't make it. Apart from you, actually, Saga, you're probably the better one at it. Nobody gets really excited about it, you know? Yeah. Props to Saggy.
I mean, DJ made a whole album.
Well, you can't count DJ C, can you? You can't count him. You can't count him. No, you can't count him as not. He's
DJ C is the only one on our side that is like super creative with his Amico stuff. Like, yeah, he did make an album, but other than that, like the anti side, you guys got a lot.
I defended that album.
I bought it. I enjoyed it a lot.
It was a good album. He's actually pretty talented. I love his music. I like Tommy Oyamiko's music. Like I said, I just wish he'd be less of a jerk, and we'd be fine. But I've been telling Tommy Oyamiko, I'm like, dude, please make a legit album. Like, no parody songs. Like,
that's what inspires him, though.
Exactly.
I know, but he's so. I want to hear.
Saggy is just all bent out of shape because he'll never make a song about.
It also emotionally,
he hates that.
Even being a fan of the television, because the emotion behind it and the humor behind it makes it better. So. He's passionate about it.
I mean,
he won't have his money.
That's why I'm attached to you, Saggy Panda. You at least you bring a bit of humor, a bit of you don't take it so seriously. It makes me. It does annoy me when I see chats and said, "Oh, well, Saggy was on." She just doesn't take this thing seriously. It's a frigging console. Why would Saggy take a console seriously? Why would anybody take it seriously?
Well,
and they go, "Oh,
I do want to.
I do want to hear
what he seriously. I do want to hear his stuff outside of the Amico too.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not telling him not to do his parody stuff at all. I'm just saying, like, I would like
be interested to hear other subject matter too from him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to hear like him, like, tell a more personal story. Like he's an artist and he actually has a really good singing voice. I would love, and I like that he's kind of like rock. And I would love for him to really do like an original rock song, like that's just, like the music we listen to. Because I feel like I don't care, like he does his parodies, it's fine, but like I still want to hear like him write a song, like a regular song, and just kill it. Because I think that it would be really good, and I'd become a hardcore fan of his music at least. Yeah.
But I think with a lot of people, it maybe just be a confidence issue with the guy, because he is really talented.
He's talented as hell.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been watching Tommy's videos for quite a while, and he's really come out of himself. I mean, he wouldn't go on lives, for example.
We got an update from Panda Sub.
He goes to lives regularly now, so I think it's a confidence thing, and I think this is giving him the confidence that he needs to do exactly that. So,
I hope so. I look forward to it. What the hell is this? What is Panda doing now?
Ramblin super fan. It's true because I like Panda Sub, but he doesn't come up, much when Ramblin Man's not here. No shade, Panda Sub.
He's a big anti. He's big. He's a big anti-Hollywood kind of guy.
Okay.
He loves movies. We often talk about movies. He's recommended me some really good ones. I've recommended him some really good ones, but he's definitely not suited really to this format.
Maybe, I mean, you can invite him on the show sometime if he's up for it. No pressure, Panda.
He'll do that.
He's busy.
He'll go on it. He's never busy, Saggy. What are you talking about?
He's busy.
Yeah,
he's been busy.
DMs me all sorts of times. He never does anything. I mean, it takes him 3 weeks to watch a movie. I tell you, he'll go.
Wow!
I'll watch the first 20 minutes. I'll go back later, and then about 3 weeks later, you'll get a review. He's not busy. He's lazy. He really is.
What?
He's not lazy.
Oh, he's so lazy.
He's not lazy.
Yeah.
He's always working on something. Like that's the thing. Like
but he's got 20 things in the making.
Yeah, exactly.
But so I've got this on the go. This is going to be released at some point. He's
all over the place. He has so many projects that he's doing. It's like he's all over the place.
No,
but I love
he's
him.
He's no good at the end of the day.
Yeah, he's not good.
Oh wow!
Panda
like
sub
the
sucks.
Halo show.
Yeah, we watched it last night.
Oh right,
awesome.
Have you seen it, Ramblin' Man?
No, we were talking about it. I'm going to watch it. I'm not convinced by all the trailers and all the bits beforehand.
So I won't spoil anything, but I will say that it for first episode, it was pretty good. And first glance, I will say the CGI in the beginning kind of looked a little off. But it kind of, for some reason, like later, I think it was the lighting in the beginning because it was the daytime, so they look really fake in the daytime. But like when it's darker, they look like the CGI looks better. It wasn't that bad. I don't understand. There's a lot of people saying it's garbage and stuff. I'm like, it wasn't bad. And I think it's actually pretty good. And they took a lot of sound effects directly from the game. They didn't alter it. They didn't like re-record them. They took it straight from the game. So it was really cool to hear like the elites go wah, 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 wah. like it was straight from the game too. It wasn't like a remaking of it to make it sound more realistic. They were like, wah, 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 wah. It's great.
No, I said
I played that game millions of times,
and
I don't remember the gun.
I'm not a Halo hater. I just it's a mixed bag for me. And the other characters are more interesting than Master Chief, and I keep thinking like if I like the Batman, a new Batman project, I want to really like the Batman. And I just don't feel that around him yet. I think the action is in. Yeah. I will say this. If they don't have the Grunt's birthday sound or the Grunt's birthday thing in this show, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be so pissed. I'm concerned about the Grunts when they show that because it can become, if they're not done right, it's going to sound really bad. Like it's going to. Dude, if they don't even have the Grunts, I'm going to be mad. But I want to hear the birthday, yay, when they shoot them. Yeah. They really respect the lore in the first episode. And we didn't look at the game at all as 100% lie by the showrunners. Okay. So you're right. Halo's premiere last night. Well, maybe that's the perception that I haven't embraced the supplemental stuff as much, Hans. Like I kind of that's my fault. I kind of skipped some of the crazy story points in the games, and I just want to get to Master Chief wrecking shit. What's that? I was saying, I love being on streams with Rhea when we're on panels and she's not hosting because sometimes she has a very focused face, and I'll sit there in my head and try to figure out what she's doing or what she's thinking about. I'm literally just like staring into the abyss. That's what I was like. That's what I was like. And I was staring at her, and I always Ramblin' Man's to the way it looks like you're looking at Ramblin' Man, so I don't know. Well, very like intently. Yeah, she was. That's why I was like, Ray. It looks like you got like human, right? Like if you're animated, like have the heart eyes, like boop 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 for Ramblin' Man. That's what it looks like. Not you're staring into an abyss. She's only human, and she's not made of wood. What can I say? She's only human. I mean, like. Who wouldn't? I love Rhea, and I also love that Rhea, how she embraces everybody, like on both sides of an argument, right? So she'll listen to both sides, and then she gets cool with both sides, and she's like not the drama type person, so like it's easy to talk to her because she looks at things in a very interesting light, where most of us have like our biases when it comes to these arguments. Rhea doesn't have a really like, and even if she does have a bias, she doesn't show her bias, if that makes sense. Because I think everybody has a bias, but Rhea is able to like literally bury any bias she has for things and be able to have that divisive conversation, which is why I'm glad that Rhea kind of was a little bit of a bridge with the Amico community in particular, because we were just at each other's throats. And then here comes Rhea like, hey guys, what's up? Wait, what happened? Yeah, no, and then you have this person that like a lot of people on both sides started really liking, and that really helped like some of us too be like, all right,
I love Ray and I've known Ray for a while. So if like Ray is saying Ramblin' Man's a good guy, like maybe I'm gonna have to be like, all right, maybe Ramblin' Man's a good guy. Because if Ray says it, I have to kind of be like, all right, I'll give him.
I do want to call myself out though, because like originally, like the angle that I was helping Max with the Amico chats between different critics and stuff, it was kind of focusing on the negative stuff, and I admittedly was showing some bias by leaning more towards the side of the critics and not giving enough credit to the supporters validity and what they were trying to say, and I wasn't doing enough outreach to people who were supporters of the project as well. So I got that feedback, and it kind of made me step back a bit from the topic. And when coming back into it, I am just still trying to keep that objectivity that that you mentioned, Saggy. So it's a little hard because there's so much there's not that much information out there that we can get excited about, honestly. But I do want to try and remain optimistic and hopeful, like a lot of the supporters. And ultimately, I do want to see the supporters who have been there for the last 3 years, get rewarded for their loyalty and, be backing this project for so long. So I'm just a newcomer, but the folks who have been on the ground for like 3 years backing this vocally, like Max and other folks that we're friends with, like those are the folks who I, feel the most empathy for to, behind this whole, saga. So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to say, Rhea, I disagree with the feedback you got, because again, the feedback you got was by probably people who had lack of knowledge of like where you started this, because you started with the pro Amico side because me and Max, and then you met all the other ones, so you were kind of in that section first, and then you decided to talk to the other side. And it actually, I'm glad that you brought more of the negative like the opposite side of the criticism into the discussion, because we were too busy fighting with each other without actually talking to each other. You were, like I said, you were the bridge that were trying to have us be less like yelling at each other through our own windows and having us be in the same room and have a conversation. So I heavily disagree with that criticism that you were being biased, because again, you started off with the pro Amico side. You were on Amico After Dark. You were on with Max. You were watching me talk about the Amico stuff. So then you started looking at the other side. So you weren't biased. You were trying to have the conversation be in the same space so we can have one, rather than just yell at each other through YouTube channels and streams and stuff. So I disagree with you, woman.
Disappointed that I'm no
I
longer
appreciate you, Saggy, a lot.
MCU.
Oh, thank you for always having my back.
Of course, I love you, girl. Don't listen. Anyone who comes for Rhea, you can come for me too, because I'm telling you, Rhea might not clap cheeks, but I sure as hell will.
Speaking of clapping cheeks,
getting way too nice. Yeah.
This is breaking news.
Honestly, they're both really hot.
Oh wow! Okay,
I identify
nice.
with the picture on the left. I do not identify with the picture on the right.
Right. I feel like I'm no longer represented in the MCU now that he's got buff again.
Yeah,
he's hot in both of them, though.
Yeah, he is.
In my opinion, anyway.
But look, he's like doing the smolder on the right. Whew.
I mean,
he actually emailed me with some tips for the body on the left, and I gave him quite a few tips. He did well.
What do you think, Steph?
I mean, like,
can I just say, Saggy, I'm a grower, not a shower. After your stream last night, I woke up to a stream about all sorts.
You can't see my face right now, but trust me, my eyes literally lit up and my jaw actually hit the floor. So
you cannot believe some of the stuff that was on Saggy's live last night. How you're monetized, I'll never.
He doesn't need to throw the hammer. He could be drinking a beer and throw the hammer.
See, I think that was the point.
Buddha is a religious entity, right? And they're known for being out of shape, either emaciated or overweight.
Well, I think the point of Fat Thor, because that's what they were calling him, is like to just show how much he's lost his will to try. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just lost his will to do anything, so he just spent his time at home playing video games, being the god of Call of Duty, and that was like just showing how low he has fallen, to the point like he just gave up. He gained weight because he wasn't doing anything; he was moving, and I liked, and everyone gave that such a hard time. I was like, I'm the only one who understood like that, because like when you're depressed, you just give up and you just sit there and you just eat and be lazy and do nothing. And that was showing how depressed he was.
Sorry, I know a lot.
King, she really hasn't. She said, "I liked it, I enjoyed it," but she's never told people to buy it.
Yes, exactly.
She's not in a. She's not.
Wait, correction. Hans actually did show me a clip from my Amico Boston stream.
Exposed.
Where it was a joke, but Tommy was giving me money to tell people to buy the Amico on the camera, and it was a joke. And they started handing me a credit card. But it was a joke. Yeah. I will say that. I never.
That's what's so annoying, because there are lots of people who've done things like that on both sides, and it's really obvious it's a joke as well. Really obvious it's a joke.
Right.
If you can't see that's a joke, get off the internet. Get off the internet.
But here's the thing about that Saggy promoted the Amico argument, right? Is that a lot of YouTubers go to events, right? Or they host events, or they go to these events for gaming or whatever. That's not them promoting it. Like, I streamed an event that I was at. You know, like if I go to the Crayola event, I was just there. I didn't promote it. I was just there, and I was streaming my time at the event. That's not a promotion. If you can't. Here's the thing: you guys are holding me to standards you're not holding for every YouTuber who's done the same thing. For other companies, bigger companies, mind you, like Sony, Microsoft, they've all like gone to these events. They've been invited to go to these events. Is that a promotion? No, they're just going to these events and they're having fun. And even if here's the thing, is Tommy a human being who watches YouTube like everybody else, who is allowed to super chat or give his personal income to people he supports? That's not promotion. That's not shilling. That is a person supporting a channel. Like, so if E-King, if you gave Max a couple super chats, are you now promoting Mad Max Entertainment in movies? Because that's what you're implying I'm doing. Like, come on. E-King, I ain't got no issues with you, bro, but like, you gotta be fair sometimes, man. You're not being fair. You're not understanding how promotion works, and maybe speak to a PR person to tell you that.
That could be topic 1 of the Ramblin Man versus Saggy 2022 live debate.
Well, do you think I promoted the Amico? Honestly,
I think you promoted the Amico.
Since you've known me and watched me, do you honestly feel like I've promoted it?
It depends on your I mean, it depends on how broad a definition.
I
think you have.
Well, we're not even talking. I said, Freya, you should get it. Yeah. It's gonna be cool.
I personally never heard you.
But I didn't have the inside info. Like, I didn't have a lot of inside. I just.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is that
I've never heard you say it, Saggy. Personally, no, I haven't. No.
Thank you, because I've never said it. I've always said, play it for yourself and then decide. Play it before you buy it.
You consistently say, which makes it kind of annoys me about you. I don't pre-order stuff or do Kickstarters. I wait till it comes out.
Yes, because I don't got money like that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't make money like that, so I can't just pre-order and put down $100 that I could use for my bills, Max.
And to be real, I'm like, I like to get involved, but maybe that's a defect of me, because I'm like, oh, look where I'm at now. I invested so much time and thoughts on this. Whereas if I followed the Melons route, I wouldn't have pre-ordered and got so invested emotionally about it. So
I don't have a secret pre-order, King. I promise you.
She doesn't.
I can't. She doesn't. Right now, I had
to keep reminding her that there was a physical.
Tommy will give her one. I mean, she'll get a console. Don't worry about it. She's shielded enough to get a free console.
I don't know if anyone's getting it, honestly.
Yeah.
The only one that I know that exists right now to someone is a shell that Tony has. But I had to keep reminding her that there was a boxed edition of Finnegan Fox out there. She's like, okay.
Oh.
I have the physical copy. I actually.
You bought it off of Genix, didn't you?
I bought it off of Genix for charity. It was like, I think I was the highest bid. It was like $40 or $45.
Yeah. I think we all I think E King may have been involved with that, if I remember rightly.
Oh my
He
gosh.
was bidding you up. I've called you out, E King. I've called you out.
You're thinking what I'm thinking about, like that person's, other, internet activity.
Possibly,
Wink, wink.
Possibly. I'll say no more. He deliberately priced you up for charity.
Well, a fun story. So Tommy, when Tommy had heard that I was in the bidding.
I have a source. I have a source. I have exposed on Saggy.
Are you ready? Did he send Hans? Did you send him the clip? Stop it. Oh, he did. What a jerk. Oh, he did. Oh, here we go.
Here we get ready, haters. Clip this out.
Right.
Oh God.
Let's watch.
Look at how beautiful Saggy is, even with her mask on.
Thank you. Tommy just paid me.
Keep saying more good stuff.
Oh yeah. Tommy's amazing. He doesn't lie. The Amico's great.
Yeah,
you guys need to buy the right now.
I can't see the denomination, Saggy. How much was that?
Not overpriced.
Are they
I don't
hundreds?
know. You guys really need to buy this. You really need to buy this.
What?
Yes, a lot of single
ones.
It's
not a scam.
No.
Tommy's amazing. He's a god. He is a god. He's going to solve world hunger with the.
Whoa! He gave you the card.
Just definitely.
He accidentally showed it back.
I made sure.
You know what's up.
Yes, no, definitely. Yes, I have. Yes. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, guys. God.
Yeah.
As a God praise Tommy Tellerico.
There you go.
All right, that was great.
I gave it back at the end. I gave all the.
You know that's going to produce about 5 videos tonight, don't you?
Sure.
Oh yeah, Tony's streaming later tonight.
Yeah.
So
Ramblin, you should do an exclusive. Clip that out. Be like, here's Saggy.
It's too late. Someone already clipped it out.
I still won't be allowed on Tony's stream, so it's fine.
Yes.
Well, because everyone was always saying that we got paid by Tommy, and it was like a
I had to beg for my show gear. For my show.
No.
Well, but the thing that's funny is like it was a running gag on both sides, right? Like the anti-Amico people were like, "Oh, they're paid shows," and we're like, "Tommy, when are we getting paid? We're being told you're paying us. Where is our money?" And it was just an ongoing gag for a while. So when I was streaming, Tommy thought it'd be funny just start handing me money.
That's one of the few things that's never bothered me, whether you are or whether you aren't. I said on one of my videos once that
I'll be back. I gotta take the dogs out.
Okay, Max.
He's got to take the dogs out.
Yeah, he's leaving us.
Is that prison talk? Is that some kind of?
No, I gotta take the dogs out. I'll be right back.
Got to take the dogs out.
They are like prison dogs.
Suspects. No, it's not. It's not what. It's definitely not what I meant, Max.
King, to answer that question, number one, it wasn't Domino's. It was a pizza shop next door to the place we were at.
See, now you're getting trolled by him because he knows
DJC bought the pizzas.
Care.
DJC bought the pizzas. Well, I'm saying it on the record.
I know, but it was a joke.
Because you are disrespecting Boston pizza by saying that we eat Domino's. Okay, people at Boston, unless we are hungry and Domino's is the only place open. We only eat good pizza here. Domino's is like a last resort. If you're stoned at 3:00 in the morning and Domino's is still open, you get a Domino's pizza. But we eat good pizza in Boston. God damn it, it's offensive.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
I really love Domino's. If anybody from Domino's is watching, DM me. Yeah, I'm free to take.
Yeah,
pizzas,
but you're in
anything.
you're not in America.
No, I don't mind. I mean,
Well, Domino's
it's free,
and other.
Well,
Domino's and other.
I'll shill for anybody, Saggy. Not a problem. That's why it doesn't bother me.
But see, I heard Domino's.
If I got anything lying around, I have actually. Hang on.
Well, see, I heard Domino's in other countries are better. Anyways, like American Domino's is trash compared to the Domino's in other countries. I think it's just because their food is a little different.
Where they source the ingredients, probably.
Yeah, because I know in the my sister went to the UK once, and she said like their sweets, like their sodas and pastries, are not as sweet as ours.
But so by law, can you believe that? By law, we have.
That sucks. Right? Yeah.
So all of our, apart from Coke, I think the Pepsi, everything else has had their sugar cut completely to a certain amount, which is good for me because I used to drink loads and I'd hardly drink any. If I do, I have to import it from the States. But yeah, let's talk about some products.
What is that? I can't blow it up because I'm not the thing. But
no, it's a lovely. What do you think about the color?
Dead man's finger.
Dead man fingers.
It's very pretty.
Is that alcohol?
Yeah, rum.
Oh, that's cool.
I should pan you around the room. So if anybody from Dead Man's Fingers, or what else do I like? Yeah, bring it all on.
Don't call me a wanker.
Who's a wanker?
Apparently me.
We're using English terms now, aren't we?
I like the term wanker. When I was friends with a bunch of people from the UK, that's all they would say is "you friggin' wanker." And I also love the fact that they use the C.
What was that? What kind of accent was that?
I can't.
You sounded more Boston then than you do normally. Go do that again.
What? Wanker?
I'm a friggin' you and Panda have got the worst British accents I think I've ever heard.
Well, it happens when we're not British.
Outside of Mary Poppins, you and him have got the worst.
Outside of Mary Poppins, would you like a?
I know. I was thinking chimney sweep with that accent.
Right? Would you like a
Dick
lolly?
Van Dyke. Come on, Dick Van Dyke.
You cheeky bastard. I don't know what.
Let's try that again. I might have even got a hint of English in that. Go on.
Like you cheeky bastard.
No.
I don't know. I can't do accents. Every time I try to do English accents, I always sound like an Indian. I don't know. It starts off like it starts off English, then it transfers to Australian, and then it ends as an Indian accent. I don't know why. I can't hold an accent.
I don't know. What's the time in Australia? Have we got anybody? I don't suppose we've got anybody from Australia. I don't even know what the time is, but they get so annoyed because most Americans, when they try and do a British accent, they actually do an Aussie accent and it really winds them up.
Oh, I think it's funny. Yeah, I do have some Australian friends.
Because we don't have the greatest relationship with Australia, unfortunately. The Brits.
Well, Australian people are kind of they're kind of.
Oh, I love Aussies.
I love them. I love them, but they're assholes, and I love it.
They're just blunt. They just say what they mean, and they'll say it to you in the bluntest possible manner that they can possibly think.
Do you know what's really racist? There's a YouTuber named Lethal Lightning, and he's Australian, and he got his YouTube channel banned, and I'm pretty sure it's because his use of the C word, because Australians use that C word like it's.
I've said it on my video. We say it all the time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that YouTube is doesn't understand Australians or people from the UK, like they use the C word in a way.
It's literally a term of endearment.
Right. And it's like they say that,
but
then the YouTube's like you can't say it too much. It's like, bro, what do you mean? It's their native tongue.
I have said it once, on one of my videos about a certain person. That's the only time I've ever used it. And it wasn't me, was it? No. It's
I mean, I am one sometimes, but
no comment about that, but
I love that word. I know some people hate that C word, but I love that C word because it has that sharpness and the fact that it's very blunt. Like if I'm serious when I say, I say it about myself all the time, but some people they hate that C word, and I'm like, it's my favorite thing to say.
There were a lot of Amico, Australian Amico fans. Loads.
Really? Yeah. Fans?
Sorry, obviously not fans.
I was gonna say they're not.
I'm sure there must be somebody somewhere in Australia without a mind that likes
E-King, don't do that.
There aren't
on the couch. Don't do that, E-King. He said, "I will call my wife the C word tonight." Tell her Ramblin' Man said it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
E-King.
There's actually I can't remember who did it now. There's an English comedian. I'll think of it in a minute, E-King, that actually does a whole routine about calling his wife the C word as a term of endearment, which is hilarious. So you might get away with it, right?
I don't even know E-King. E-King gives me a lot of shit about the Amico, but I'm now picturing it.
Does he? Does he though? Does he give? He doesn't. He doesn't.
He gives me shit. Be nice, E-King.
No, E-King doesn't. We know who E-King is. Me and Ray know what the score is with E-King. He can't.
I think Staggy does too.
Wait, do I know who E-King is?
Yeah,
I think you do.
Oh, come on! Why are you messing with me, E-King?
No.
Stop! That's messed up. Oh, is it Lucky Day? It's Lucky Day, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You know why? Because I know Lucky Day would be a member of Max's channel. And I'm telling you, it's Lucky Day.
Yeah. Wait, can we do a PSA about the troll Twitter that you were investigating the other day?
Which one?
Is there any? Oh, sorry, like the most recent one. Is there any like new update on that, or is it banned yet?
I don't know. I haven't even looked. To be honest, it's just
Oh,
another day, another weirdo. Another day, another weirdo.
Saggy's got some weirdos on a case. It's just another day.
Well,
Saggy's...
no, because it's like
my wife's here too.
It's just literally. Well, your wife's here. Good. Well, she'll be happy to know you took the doggers out.
Yeah. And
I haven't gotten an update.
I finally heated up my pizza or lunch. I got Hawaiian pizza here.
Domino's pizza?
Whoa, Domino's pizza?
No, it's a local place.
No. Domino's is the best.
It's actually a place that's like real. It's not a chain at all, and they stole Super Mario.
I'm just using you to show all my favorite products.
Okay, cool.
Ramblin is secretly Krypton's core.
Okay.
Oh, that dude's amazing.
That's a situation that I don't want to talk about on air. Rhea!
I only tune in.
There's lots of situations that I want to talk about online right now.
She really was there. I love it.
Well, she has
your stream is just this. For the whole 2 hours, your stream is just.
It was like
Krypton's here.
Oh god damn it. It's but I think what it was is he's like, like when people are really, really high or something and like in a comedy, I love you, man. I love you too. That's the type of thing that
it can go two ways. You can be a happy drunk or a violent.
No, he is a happy drunk.
As long as he's a happy drunk, that's okay.
Yes. Thank you, Lewis Cox.
We like Krypton in general,
Yes, he does have a YouTube, and then as long as he's up for it,
I gotta go.
Oh, thank you.
Bye. Talk to you later.
I just looked at the time. I was like, I gotta shower and get ready for work, y'all. So maybe I gotta have a job.
Real life.
But no, thank you for having me. Ramblin' Man, I will say anytime you're available and you ever want to come on my stream and talk, you're always welcome because I absolutely adore you. You're an amazing person. And I'm so happy that I
can't say that. My credibility has just been blown.
No, I'm simping for him, and you're gonna get a lot of hate for it because now we're simping for each other. But no, Ramblin' Man, you're a good guy, and I am very happy that despite the way everyone's met, that you kind of became part of like everyone's like friend group now. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I will always support you. I will always respect your opinion, even if it's different from mine, because again, you're a good person. I know it comes from a heart of actual care. Like you're not doing it just because you're trolling or want chaos. You actually care about these topics. So
get out of here, Sag. You nobody
keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing. Shut the hell up. Okay, I'm glad I'm leaving. Okay, love y'all.
Love you too, Saggy.
I feel bad now because that video I've got for tomorrow about Saggy is she's gonna hate that now.
No, I'm gonna love it. Don't. If you're really serious, do it. I want to see it.
I know. I've actually said before. I think I've been a bit harsh on that one, and you went, don't worry about it.
Nah, do it. Come at me hard, Ramblin' Man. I love it. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye. RJ, you came to say hi to Ramblin' Man.
I did. I just came.
Our paths have never crossed. I don't think. Our paths have never crossed. I don't think.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a member of the channel, I don't think I've even had an online discussion with RJ. But
maybe it was it the Friday stream where we had our 80s music chat and then you hopped back then you hopped on to MME right after? I forget.
I don't think RJ was on that night.
Okay.
No, I don't think I was.
I know. I'm pretty certain I'd remember.
Oh,
if
Tommy,
I want a hot take, then I'm always going to listen to RJ. It's not a problem.
Tommy Uyamiko's here.
Is that the real Tommy O?
I believe so.
Sing my song.
He's not banned on my channel.
Yes, it is him.
And he shouldn't be. He really shouldn't be.
Well, Tommy, if you're available, if you want to pop in just for a few minutes, no pressure, but it's up to you.
You're going to get a lot of hate, Tommy, if you do. But come on, man.
If you're available, no pressure.
Yay.
Amico.
He missed the Amico talk. But
okay, Hans.
As soon as he hears the word Amico, those ears, they do. Like rares, they go up. So anyway, let's get off the Amico until Tommy gets on then. What else is going on in the world?
RJ, any new information or news you want to chat about at the moment?
I mean,
have you got anything about Secret Invasion? Because I'm so looking forward to that.
actually, yes, I do.
Good.
Last thing I heard is that it's very much smaller in scope compared to the actual comic. It's more so a show focused on Nick Fury and Talos. The rumor around the street is that Emilia Clarke is playing the daughter of Talos and the Skrull Queen. That was the last thing we heard. So
it's a great cast. I mean, Ben Mendelsohn's just a fantastic actor. It's got I think Olivia Colman's in it as well, and I love Olivia Colman. She's been a favorite.
Yes, Olivia Colman. There's been.
She's so fun. I don't think you guys know just how funny that woman is. I mean, she started on sitcoms and comedy shows. She is so funny, but she's so serious now. All the roles she plays at the minute are quite serious. So I'm hoping that she's going to inject a bit of comedy in it because she's so funny, really good. But yeah, I'm so excited. Again, it's filming in the UK. So I think it's finished filming in the UK now, from what I understand. But I mean, I think that opens so many possibilities. And I'm glad it's smaller in scope because that wouldn't work on as a series, I don't think. So that's good to hear, to be fair. Silence.
Oh, I had a mouthful of pineapple pizza.
Oh!
Does anyone
I think Ray is definitely anti-Hawaiian pizza, aren't you, Ray?
Oh no, I love Hawaiian pizza. Well, like I don't eat the crust, but the toppings, like.
Well, there was controversy. A Potion put a Hawaiian pizza up the other day, and they got a lot of hate for that.
I was the only supporter
I'm a big fan. I'll eat any kind of pizza. To be fair, a Domino's is my favorite. Remember, Domino's is my favorite. So yeah, I'll eat any kind.
Domino's isn't very good here.
No, I know it's not very good, but it's local, and I'm shilling for it. You don't understand. Okay. I want free pizza. I don't mind shilling.
Oh, Hans is the one that doesn't. I knew someone didn't like pineapple pizza. Well, I'm not making you eat it.
I'm not the biggest fan of it either.
Well, as it's international, our Domino's is nothing like your Domino's in terms of what we have. I mean, the first time I ever went to America, I couldn't understand the lack of toppings. Right? If you could put anything on a pizza in the UK, and I pretty much mean anything, right? Mm-hmm. And then when I went to the States for the first time, it was just, I thought, wow, this is plain, right? I can't put this on it. I can't put that on it. What are you talking about?
I like there's lots of things on pizza. I even like anchovies. If it's not,
I love anchovies, yeah.
If it's not too much and too many anchovies, if it's too many anchovies, the whole pizza tastes like salt. If it's not done right, but yeah, sub to Rhea for sure. How much longer did you want to go, Ramblin' Man? We're past the hour mark, so whatever you want. We're gonna go for 4 hours.
I can stay for about another 20 minutes if you want to carry
whatever
on.
you want to do.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm in charge. A little pizza. Yeah, you're in charge. Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm actually I might not even be here some days if you want to run it yourself.
So I know, RJ, we had this discussion earlier, RJ, but what do you think? We were talking about Morbius and we were talking about box office, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think the box office is that important for this movie? And if you do, how much do you think it's going to make?
It's not completely important because the budget was so small. It's only a $75 million movie.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, though, I think it'll probably do fine opening weekend. It's that second weekend drop-off. It's probably going to be disastrous.
Mm.
It'll make some money for Sony. I don't think it's going to be like a big hit, though. It'll make something, though.
But I was saying, is it maybe intentionally set up, just like The Flash is intentionally set up to open up other parts of the universe? Do you think it's that important that it actually makes money if it does open up the Spider-Verse that little bit more?
I think ultimately it's just a write-off for them, to be honest. I think this is just something that they're just getting out the door because they need to at this rate. I don't think they've been very confident in this movie, personally. I think they knew the kind of stinker.
It's been, how many times has it been delayed now?
I want to say 5 times, 6 times.
I don't know anything rare that's been delayed 5 or 6 times. Do you? Can you think of any equivalent in any other realm?
The Flash.
Yeah, Max? Flash and Morbius.
Oh, Max got it. Max is eating pizza and he got it. Yeah, sorry. I had to mention the Amico again.
Yeah, I got to be real. I'm extremely disappointed when things are delayed that long. It's a lot of investment, emotional investment, because I really get invested with my entertainment.
Yeah. So you must have been absolutely beyond the pale when everything on the DCEU plate went back to next year or the end of this year.
Well, it's different than for say in television because you're still getting product. It's not like you're not getting any DC movies. It's just that some of them are delayed. And honestly, if it makes it better, I'm okay with it. It's not. Now, the Flash movie in isolation, that movie has been delayed as much as the Amico. It really has been. So in that specific delay is like, oh, come on again. Just like I am about the television. Just like, I was like, really? It's been how many years since they were first announced the Flash movie? So that's a direct comparison. But the whole DCU slate together, I'm okay with some delays. Just not that one. I was like, they need to get that right. For amount of time and effort put into one project and how much impact it has on the rest of the movies.
But that hasn't impacted the TV universe, though, has it?
No, because they're completely disconnected. Like whatever the TV side does, it really doesn't matter at all.
I mean, is Black Canary still a thing? Is that still happening?
As far as we know, yes. They have a director and a writer. I think they're working on the script right now. So it'll probably, if it moves well enough, it probably next couple of years it'll probably be in production if they actually make it. Hopefully.
Is that a film or a series, though? Film, I would have thought. Wouldn't it?
That is a HBO Max film. It's gonna be a streaming film.
Okay. So I probably won't get to see that for a good 6 months after it comes out. So Halo was premiered last night in the States, was it?
Yeah, premiered Thursday night here in the States. Yes.
Well, I've just had a look, and I can't see any time slots for any broadcast over here, which is a real shame. Yeah, but we've only just got Peacemaker, I do. Incredibly.
Oh wow. Yeah, I heard about that. You guys.
I mean, this used to happen back in the day, and I mean back in the day, right? That we had to wait before release dates, films even sometimes before the internet really kicked off. I think we got British people have got the internet to thank for that because there was no point releasing it 3, 4, 5 weeks after you guys got it because you guys spoiled it on the internet for us. So they thought, well, hey, let's release it day and date. And in fact, sometimes we get it a bit earlier if we're lucky. But TV is dreadful. I mean, like 3 months waiting for the people. I mean, I think you asked. I think when I mentioned it on the mailbag, Ray, you said, why was I interested in it? Because there's so much hype on the internet. And I love the movie. There's so much hype, and I'm seeing so many videos, and I'm sitting there thinking, well, nobody in Europe can watch it. It's weird, absolutely.
Yeah,
weird.
that's kind of a really.
But Sky Plus, day and date, same as you guys. We'll get it. We can watch it together. But HBO Max, it's not a thing anywhere in Europe. They have to go piecemeal to each country, organize a deal, get it done. That can't be the way forward.
That's kind of the benefit of what Disney Plus did, at least, is that it took them a second to go more worldwide, but at least now it's a worldwide launch for everything now, pretty much. So
yeah. So God knows when I'll get to see that. But we get day and date releases. I mean, I'm not even sure. I'm sure somebody will pick up the Batman for day and date over here, but there's no buzz. You guys know where to go. You know the date. You know the time. Off you go, unless there's any British people in the chat that know any different from me, but I still haven't seen it being advertised as being available streaming yet, which is, I don't know, a bit weird, to say the least. Is Max are you still eating, Max?
Oh no, I just finished my 2 pieces. Drinking coffee.
You're becoming like you will be the
coffee.
You'll be the Nick from
coffee. Hold on. You're drinking coffee, and it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. I gotta stop drinking after. This is I only had 1 cup. I'm still sipping it.
You've lost me. You stopped drinking coffee. You've lost me.
After a certain time of day, my doctor's order.
Well, it's 9 o'clock, and I am gonna have a cup of coffee when I got off the stream.
Yeah, evening coffee is great.
Oh, I love it. Believe me, but I have problems with my sleep schedule.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I couldn't.
And my chest was like one day at work, my chest was like beaten out of its, and my doctor's like, you're ingesting way too much caffeine and snacks. You really got to limit your caffeine. I love caffeine, so I can only have one.
Caffeine-free coffee is quite good.
Well, hey,
listen,
if drinking coffee and getting caffeine in your system means that you'll be on time for streams late at night, then hey, have at it.
Oh, is that?
I find Dunkin' Donuts ground coffee to be the best coffee.
Okay. Awesome. Oh, you're looking for sponsors already? God.
Yeah. Domino's, Dead Man Fingers.
Domino's? What the hell?
Dead Man Fingers and whatever I just said.
Oh, he's going through the sponsor list.
It's still Dunkin' Donuts over here. We haven't had the weird pivot away from the word donut.
I love donuts as well. I got to start at exercise.
Anybody know why that happened? Why have you pivoted away from the word donut? It's just called Dunkin' now, isn't it? Over there.
No,
well, they still say
Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah.
It's not. Oh, I hate to tell.
Oh no, they did do for a while. You know what? I think they went back to Dunkin' Donuts. For a while, they were just saying Dunkin'. You're right. To kind of differentiate, because that was when more people were in a health conscious kick. So they wanted to just
so
say,
what, they're going to trick you into going into a... They're just going to trick you in and then sell you that sweet, sweet donut when you get in there.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, no,
that's scammier than Tommy Tallarico, that is, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. That's a scam. If I've heard one. So what else is going on in the entertainment world that I'm missing out on in Britain? Come on, you got to tell me. What are we missing out on? It's international now. We've got to think about other people.
Right. No, you're right. It is kind of shocking every time you tell me, "Oh, we don't have that yet." That's unfortunate. It needs to be more worldwide with these streaming properties. Did Rhea just stab?
I don't know. Somebody just
I missed it. Wait a second. Roll the tapes.
Yeah. Let's go back.
I didn't see that. Did you see that, RJ?
Wait, what happened?
She's caught. She did a
She knows she did it as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, she knows she's done it.
Exposed.
I think so. I think one of the people she's messaged me and said, "Do a dab." See if anyone notices. I gotta find that. I'm gonna find it later. Random dab.
Oh my god, no.
Right after the coffee talk.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why don't you comment the timestamp?
Yeah, comment the timestamp and the exact frame.
You give up drinking coffee at 5.
She dabbed for donuts.
Yeah.
Dabbed for donuts.
Yeah. I can go with that.
Kelly, what did you get? Oh, my dog is so bad.
I can't. We could even see. That's what we can do next time. We can introduce Callie to Stanley, and we can have a transatlantic dog off.
Oh, this dog is not good around.
I mean, I think E King asked if Stanley was going to make it.
Oh, I got a great news story for Ramblin, man. There's going to be a Baby Shark movie releasing next year. And Cardi
He doesn't know how good that is. Yeah, go on.
And Cardi B is joining the cast of the show for a special episode.
Wow.
Max
I'm more of a
I'm more of a Baby Shark show.
I'm more of a Coco Melon fan, RJ, to be fair.
Okay.
I have got a 9-month-old granddaughter.
Oh wow! All right, now we're gonna watch. I've never gone back. Can I do this? Is this gonna break the stream?
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, we have to.
But you've got to explain why, Freya. You've got to explain why.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a running meme on my channel is to just like dab out of context.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I watch your channel. I'm just making sure everybody knows that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You can't find it, can you? Only happened about a minute ago.
Well, it's so weird when you're live. It's not.
Oh my god. I could just dab again, so you don't have to find it.
All right, dab it. Oh, there you go. I missed it. I missed it.
You missed it again?
You can't have missed it again.
That's your fault.
One more. There you go.
It's not even a dab. It's just like
that was the 12-inch
Well,
remix.
what boomers think dabbing is.
Yeah.
Actually,
That was Rare's 12-inch
remix.
remix of the dab, exclusive to this show.
Sneak dab. Whoa.
So,
Felix,
Ramblin' Man,
calm down.
is the cartoon show Bluey big where you're at?
Yeah.
Bluey? Yeah, okay.
Bluey.
I've heard,
yeah.
Bluey.
Australian kids programs are always really popular everywhere in the world, funnily enough. What was that? Oh, what was that horrible group? What were they called? They were like massive for years and years and years. But no, Bluey's big. But my granddaughter watches Coca. The Wiggles, yeah. We were talking music, RJ, earlier. Where were you when we needed to talk about the Wiggles? Where were you? We needed you.
Sorry.
Oh, there you go. No music talk without RJ from now on in, right? Ray, if you do another music video, RJ's got to be in on it.
Oh yeah, maybe a '90s themed music episode. That would be cool.
We're going decade by decade, are we?
Yes.
It's a slow burner.
No. It's a baby shark, not like a shark movie. Like Baby Shark.
Nobody in the world has not heard of Baby Shark, surely.
You've all heard the song at least, right? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once you've heard it once, you don't forget it. Believe me.
Oh,
I'm not sure why that's a story for me, but I'll take it.
I don't know.
I'm looking forward to it.
The bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, we really have got to that stage.
Oh yeah. The Oscars are.
Right. Okay, thank you, RJ. That's a good point. So I've only ever been on Max's stream once. Max, is that correct?
Yeah, and I've been looking.
And what was the movie that the Ramblin' Man? I like to talk of myself in the third person, right? What did he say would win the Oscar this year? Can you remember?
I have a bad memory, man.
That's pointless and a waste of everyone's time.
Well, it is, but I did tell you he'd win. It was The Power of the Dog.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. And I still got to watch that movie.
Oh, it's on Netflix. You got
yeah. I got to watch that.
I think 2 or 3 people said in your chat it's boring.
No, I like lots of different style movies.
It's homoerotic cowboys. That's what it's about.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the whole point. Yes.
Okay. I'm okay with that. A good story. Yeah.
It's a good story.
I like Brokeback Mountain back in the day. I have no problem with that.
Yeah. You're going to tell me next some of your best friends are gay. That's great. Don't worry about it. I wasn't trying to put you in a difficult position.
No. I mean, that doesn't send me either way, which direction. I'm like, okay, it's good.
Anthony Cheeseman says the duck song was way more catchy. Have to agree with that. Totally. Ducks just make everything better. Basically. Yes. If you don't live anywhere near ducks, then I do.
No, I
recommend my channel for that one reason.
I love that you go visit the ducks, and it's so great.
I'm gonna have to go a bit further out because I gave the same place.
See, this is why when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come out, Quaxley is the MVP.
Yeah,
Quaxley.
RJ, have you seen Ramblin' Man's videos with the ducks and the geese?
I would hope not, RJ.
Be
honest, you haven't.
No, I'm not.
Don't worry, I don't recommend it, and I don't like.
Don't put your. There's a reason. I do not. Listen, I'm a talent searcher, and you got talent, bro. Me, Ray.
You're like a talent agent, Max. You know, like a casting couch next.
Yeah, I search out people have more talent than I do, and I get them on my channel.
Ray is going to be happy to know that it's mating season with the ducks and the geese at the moment, right? So, not that I'm going to show her that, but I am going to show an awful lot of ducklings and.
Baby ducks.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun with that.
Well, what are you allowed to feed the ducks so it's safe for them? Like if you want it.
This is a weird tangent to go down.
No, because I heard bread's not even good for them. Because
bread is not good for them.
Right. Because I had to learn because we have
the best thing they like: frozen peas.
Oh, really? And that's safe for them?
Yep.
Okay.
As long as they're not frozen, that's going to be a bit difficult to swallow. But that is, okay. They will eat anything.
So you have frozen peas, you could thaw them and then give them to them.
Yeah. Okay. Don't give them frozen. No.
Yeah. No.
Ducks are people too.
No, because right? We have a family cottage, by a lake, and we've always in when we were younger, we used to give them bread and stuff, and then they're like, "No, that's bad."
No.
Okay,
it's
but
not, it bloats their. It's not bad, but it just bloats their stomach, so they feel fuller than they actually are. So it actually can damage them that way because they're not actually getting nutrition out of it, and it bloats their stomach. Whereas unfrozen peas give nutrition, and it doesn't do that. So if you're out this weekend feeding ducks, I recommend unfrozen frozen peas. There you go.
Well, actually, you gave us a Ramblin' Man's helpful tip of the day. Maybe that could be a segment.
Could be.
Because I did not know that, and my nieces love to feed the ducks when we're.
If you want to know about gardening or ducks or
could we have a Ramblin' tip of the day?
I've given you today. I've given you today's for unfrozen peas.
That's the one for this week. So we got to
tip of the day.
No, that's a good one because I'm actually going to use that when we go to the lake, and because we stopped feeding them bread, and I didn't know what to feed them. Yeah,
frozen peas are good for cold veggie smoothies, though. Probably are.
Frozen peas.
Yeah, that's it.
I actually we had a sick goldfish before, and they.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at where the conversation.
The reason I'm bringing that up is my wife researched it. Well, this is years ago. The goldfish is gone now, but it got sick, and they actually said unshell the pea, unfrozen pea, and let them eat that, and it helps because it was like bloaty and stuff, and that helped. That helped. The fish was fine the next day.
I feel you might be just taking the mickey out of my suggestion about frozen peas.
I am not taking the mickey. No, this on my wife. I didn't find this out. My wife did, and the fish wasn't dying or anything. It was just like floating weird. It was like bloated. It helped pass whatever through its system, and then it got healthier again after it ate some unshelled. You had to take the shell off for the goldfish. Frozen peas. Unfrozen.
Is anybody watching this about frozen peas right now?
I think you guys have gone up.
Even I'm dropping off, to be fair. We need a hot topic to finish on. Somebody must have a hot topic. Come on. What's up with the Amico Pattinson?
I was going to ask Ramblin' Man real quick, like, what got you so invested in the Amico? Just the story, or just
there is a story. It's quite a long one, but we'll tell it. It was my first ever games console, and
okay.
My mum had been ill for quite a while, and she'd been in hospital, and my dad and my aunt was looking after me and my brother, and she came out, and she could see I was a bit depressed, I think. But, it had been a bit of a tough time for all of us in the house. And I just remember her bringing that home. And it was my first console. So it means a lot to me personally. I know all the games. I've already offered to fight DJC live on camera about that. So Max, let's get that sorted.
Well, he doesn't. He's a friend of mine, but he doesn't really.
No, okay.
He doesn't.
And so this came up, and actually, I told the story that I used to play with a friend, and he actually said, "Oh, have you seen that there's a new in television coming out?" And I hadn't heard of it. Went online, saw the trailer for the thing, and I fell in love with it. I thought, this is for me. Mm-hmm. I really, really wanted it, and all the games they highlighted that have not come to pass were on there, and we could go into it. And anyway, so I pre-ordered it, like a lot of people did, and then I just got disillusioned with it. I think after the second delay, I got disillusioned with it. And then, like I said, I made a video because I don't think anybody who was on the hashtag hater side were giving it any kind of credit at all. And I've always given it credit for what it could potentially do well. And I've always said to people, go and enjoy it. I've not got a problem with anybody enjoying it. I'm not one of those people who says,
if I could get it now, I'd probably sell my PlayStation 5 to get it.
No, you would. Would you?
Yes,
really?
I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Not if it was not if it was like available to the general public. But if I could get one of the few that's out there and play those games, I would do it. Because
exactly.
You would sell your PS5 though
to get it. If I could actually obtain it, yes, I want it that bad. I'm tired of thinking about it. I also I was this close to playing biplanes, and I was like, oh, but then they closed it down. They were having fun playing by. The games are fun to me. The games are fun. Night Stalker's the one I really want to play. Breakout, that's an A-class developer, the Breakout. I don't even know, honestly, what's going on with that game because
nobody does. It's not been talked about for
well,
about 18 months.
I unfortunately, I think that some of these developers don't want to deal with this stuff anymore.
Well, and as Tony said, some of them have gone bust. So if they haven't finished,
look at this. Yes, my wife. I wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, your wife is totally right now.
Yeah.
No, I do have to buy. I do have to buy her Harry Potter day one. But she says she no longer wants it on the PlayStation 5. She wants it on her PC. That Harry Potter game. She says, don't bother me when that comes out. I'm gonna be playing that game. Yeah.
Oh, really quick. I'm really hungry and I have to use the restroom, so I'm gonna excuse myself from the stream. But it was great chatting with everyone.
That's fine, Rhea. See you later. I've got to go in a minute anyway, but yeah, been great again, Rhea. Thank you.
All right, I'll chat with y'all later. Take care.
All right. All right. So RJ, this how often do you want to do this, Ramblin? It's really up to you.
This is good for me. If you think it will work, then go with it.
Yeah.
I'm happy. You're probably not going to get, like we said beforehand, it'd be interesting to see how many views you start getting, because obviously I know you don't normally stream at this time, but I don't often get a chance to pop on because of that very reason. So I think it's good. Hopefully more international people, more Aussies and Brits will come into the conversation. Yeah,
we're open to have more people on.
Whenever you want to do it, Max, really.
Okay. Well, if I'm home, and if you're home, if you're available, we'll try Saturdays. Yeah. If you want to try again for a second episode next Saturday, we can give it a shot if you're available.
Yeah. I'm happy as long as your viewing figures aren't as bad as I predict they are.
No. This is fun. This is about growing the community. I don't do everything for views. I do like views. I'm not going to lie there, but and I think this has potential to get good views as well. Different programming. Then I don't want just my MME all the time. I want different programming, different voices. You got a great voice for the community. You have a lot to offer, and I'm also excited if you're open to that mailbag, Ramblin' Man's mailbag, and that won't be for members only. That'll be, unless you want it for members only. You could just general public. You don't have to be a member for that, right? That's Ramblin' Man's decision.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
that's fine.
Questions or topics for the Ramblin' Man. I'll set that up right after we're done with the live.
This hasn't been spicy at all. I mean, I'm disappointed. There's been no.
You can get spicy.
Me?
I'm not going to censor you. Get spicy.
I didn't. Yeah, next time I'll ask you what you think about J.K. Rowling.
Oh God.
Ask away.
Oh yeah. You don't have to wait. Okay. Last topic. That's fine. Go ahead, Brian. You want to talk? You want to open that can?
I was going to say it for next time.
No, we'll save it for next time. That's fine.
Save it for next time.
I'm all over the place politically. I don't affiliate with one party or another or one side or another.
Zeno, he likes having guests on. I mean, it's up to Ramblin' Man, really, what he wants. If he wants to be solo, if he wants guests, do you like guests? Do you like to be a solo man, or what do you?
I like. Yeah, I don't like to do anything alone if I have to.
Okay. Yeah. See, so
anything.
It's really if someone has a show on my channel. It's really up to them. They could talk about whatever they want.
Well,
within reason.
Spicy questions, and he didn't. Well, don't hold back, E-King. Never hold back.
Yeah. No, okay. So
I mean, I don't like the fact that Putin used her name to justify some kind of a war. If you want to ask that, like he did the other day. Did you see that? I identify with J.K. Rowling.
Western cancel culture, just like J.K.
Which is amazing.
We're being canceled.
How can you cancel?
Oh, that's an no, I wouldn't trade my
I do prefer
dog, even though she drives me crazy. I would not trade a life for the Mika though, no. But I do want the Amico. No, that I will say that box. I love that. Oh, I love that video.
Max,
I love that video.
Oh, the unboxing video.
It was
the unboxing video they filmed a year ago. That's only for a European investor.
Honestly, if you really want to go down that route, because we're like 2 hours.
Well,
and 50 minutes in.
I've talked to my friends behind the scenes, and I say we've come to the kind of the consensus, some of us, that these videos are not made for us; they're made for other purposes.
Of course.
I totally, in the past, I thought they were made more for everyone.
Yeah, but
they're the main reason for these videos is for potential investors. And to realize in retrospect how many of the content and events has been potentially made for investors and not really, it kind of like, it makes me rethink things. Yeah.
Every side was trolled and triggered on that video. There was just enough for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There was just enough for you guys to
keep it in the conversation.
Yeah. And it's just, my hot take on it, if you like, is it's a distraction.
Well, Snyder, I'm not going to highlight that, but we can't deal with things that happen on other channels here. So
go on. Go on. That sounds interesting. What happened there?
No.
Oh, come on, Max.
No,
come on, Max. Spice. Let's have some spice.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't want to bring.
You said I was in charge.
It happened on someone else's channel, though.
Yeah, Max. You said I was in charge.
No, rather than just to explain, there was just some situation with mod activity in my channel the other day, and I'm trying to resolve that. So that's all.
Yeah, but we don't want to. Yeah, this is what I would say. Give content creators the respect where they don't want things to happen. They have to sort through and fix things, or give them time. That's all, right? Or is that fair to say? It's not anything. This is the worst part of the job, is considering stuff like that. Really.
No, I know. Like I said, I'm working on going through some things right now, making sure that people, I don't know what the word for it. I'm going through to make sure people aren't hating and stuff. So it just takes time.
You got haters?
No, not necessarily. Well, you did for a while, a little bit.
I have plenty of haters. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Snyder, chill out though. Yeah, don't bring it here. If you want to message him privately on Twitter or something, that's all.
Oh, come on. We've got Zeno and Hans involved, have we? We definitely got Hans involved.
Well, there are.
This is the only reason I came onto your chat, right? Was
the only reason.
Well, if I remember rightly, and I think I said this to you privately once, when you first showed that video of me, Zeno got involved straight away.
Not a surprise.
Yeah. Who's this guy? Oh, he's so boring.
He did say that.
Yeah.
Oh, Zeno, he's bringing the receipts. I remember that.
I was laughing. I was laughing my head off. I mean, I think I reacted to your video and just.
Now I think he likes you. Now I think.
I just said this guy's great, and I was just.
He does tend to flip flop a lot. I mean,
Where? Oh, here we go. It's taking this long.
He flip flops a lot depending on where.
Everyone grows on Zeno. Oh, see, look there. Ramblin gets.
I've got no problem. You say it as you see it, I suppose. You wear your heart on your chest. I don't know what you want to say. I mean, there's always got to be some. There's always got to be some consideration for what you're saying and how it affects anybody else.
Everyone grows on him. He's like, I don't know about this person at first, and then he starts to and then he throws this little stuff in there. Oh, now be nice, Zeno. See, you go too far all the time.
No. It's fine. I threw a little shade. It's fine. You can throw shade back. It's okay.
Okay.
You got to be careful.
You can't have sun all the time. You have to have a little bit of shade.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Take that. That can be a Ramblin man saying if you want. I don't know. Frozen peas, whatever you want.
Well, should we end?
E-King is trying to get me to get salty. I can see he's asking questions that are going to make me.
Oh, salty. Yes. Listen, I'm not going to
come back next week, E-King, and we'll discuss that very topic. How's that?
Oh, wow. You're going to give us a Ramblin exclusive Amico talk?
No, this is not exclusive. I think I've mentioned it before, but Okay. All right. You don't have to apologize.
Don't bring up the past.
I have no idea what it is.
Don't bring up the past. Let's move forward. Let's have fun.
Did you, RJ? Oh.
No.
Yes, of course.
What did you do? Oh.
Oh, no. It wasn't I did. It was something he did. I was like,
God. Let's stop. I'm going to Listen,
Put a pin
RJ,
in it. Yeah.
I'm putting a pin in this. I'm putting a pin in this
I know.
conversation
Damn,
because
damn.
I'm not going through. Listen, I like you, RJ, and I love you, RJ. That's why we're doing the
I was
appreciation.
gonna
No,
say,
of
you,
course,
you
of
love him.
course.
And
RJ.
I
You
like
love RJ.
Zeno, but your drama's
You
not
don't
my
love
drama.
Zeno though. You only like him. You love
No,
RJ.
absolutely,
No, I
absolutely.
love Zeno
Right.
too.
Oh,
But he
RJ,
gives me
that's not what
lots
he
of
said.
headaches,
It's not what
though.
he said, RJ. It's not what
He
he
gives
said.
me a lot of headaches, though.
RJ is soft. Is that right?
Wow, Chillmonger, he's a certain he likes
me?
it.
You know,
It's getting spicy.
I,
I've got to go. I've got to go in a
well,
minute.
you know, I'm kind of I'm like a marshmallow sometimes. You know, I'm soft and fluffy on the inside.
Well, I do have to end it soon because I also need some advice real quick before you guys go, and then I got to get ready for the stream.
I'm
Oh
free
yeah,
to,
yeah,
I'm free
no,
to
of course.
advise you
I mean,
anytime you want, Max. Yeah, free advice given. No problem.
All right.
So,
well,
cancel your Amico pre-order. That's my first one. That's my first one.
You and my wife. My wife told me to.
Your wife sounds amazing.
Yes, she is, and I said I don't want to.
I'm very understanding, I should imagine, being married to you.
No, she honestly said I think you should. I think get our money back.
Did she?
Yes.
Can your wife not come on next time, and me and the wife can have a chat about Amico?
She doesn't really care enough to talk about it, though.
Well, I don't really. To be
the only thing she said was, "Oh, the purple sounds kind of nice." That's about it.
Not the wood grain.
No.
If I say wood grain and Amico together, Gen X will appear in the chat.
Oh, maybe we could get Gen X on.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be more than. I love talking to Gen X. Gen X is a great guy.
Well, so if it is your show,
he's got a very interesting life story. I'm sure he could tell you a few stories. Let's put it that way. Well, you heard some of them when you were on Ray's stream, I think.
Yeah. Well, Ramblin, since it is your show, maybe if you could end it here and tell people how they could watch for next episode and tell them to go to the community section to send questions and topics for next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Get as many questions as you want on whatever subject you want. I will endeavour to answer them as best as I possibly can. As Max said, which should be the same time next week, Max, if you're happy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want me to invite people on that don't normally come on, like Panda, or I could certainly do that.
Mm-hmm.
As diverse as it may be, he'll have some spicy views on Hollywood and movies.
Yeah, this
would be good.
We'll have fun.
Can we get Tommy Oyamiko on?
No. Oh yeah, we tried. He did come in for a brief second. I'll ask him. I've never been on. Funnily enough, I've only ever been on Max's and Rare stream. I've never been on a Tommy or anybody's their streams at all. So I do talk to them in the chats and stuff. But I mean, I can ask him definitely. You'd be happy with him, wouldn't you, Max?
No, Zeno. He's doing his own mailbag. It's not even for members. I still have.
Oh no, it's not a members mailbag. No.
No, he's doing a separate mailbag, a Ramblin mailbag. It's going to be separate. It's open to the general public. He said, "Oh, I don't need just members." That's what he wants to do.
If you want to ask about ducks gardening or questions like that, I'm your man. Unless you want to take that over, Zeno.
No, Zeno, I do need help with. I either need you or CJH to help me with the last question, which actually Ramblin left some questions. I still have to finish that.
Wow, have you not done a mailbag since? I haven't put any questions through for ages. You've not done a mailbag since then.
Things have been happening.
I don't think you have actually. I don't think.
No, I do need to get back on track with that. I do.
So Zeno really needs to take control of it then.
Well, I don't know about control.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That'd get a few views though, wouldn't it? Go on.
Zeno unhinged.
Yeah, I'm staying up for that. There'll be no old man toilet break that day. I'll be staying up for that.
Zeno, with supervision, I'm open to you having a show too with me.
Wow.
But I need full
supervision.
Control. Yeah. Yes, parental supervision. I don't know. He's older than me, I think.
Who's Zeno?
Yeah. All right, well,
he's no man. He's no man.
All right. Well, he doesn't like
RJ, please. What are you talking about?
No,
53.
You're 53?
54 on April the 7th.
Oh wow.
April the 7th.
We're youngin'.
Yeah.
You are a spring chicken.
If Dead Man's Fingers are watching, my birthday, April the 7th. Thank you. That's all I'd like to say. Thanks.
Well, Anthony, I don't know what you're gonna get there.
Yeah, nor do I. An empty box, a football.
Unless Tony's selling his shell, I don't know.
Tony
Tony
won't sell that show. Not a problem.
Oh, okay.
He won't, no.
We should probably end it though.
Yeah. I've got to go anyway. So yeah, I've got fatherly duties to real life stuff to go and do. I'm sure everybody has.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember
thanks, RJ.
Ramblin, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.